Are women cringe? Yes. Being a woman makes you gagey.
Chat, in case nobody told you today, Alan is late, and Conman will tell you something in a moment, so stay tuned and hit that like button. Chat, just in case nobody's already told you today, you're doing great by the way. And looking great too. Chat and Smug are super duper mega cute and lovely.
Yo, yo. Yo, yo. Wake up. Wake up, Joe Biden. Wake up. Wake up, Joe Biden. Wake up, Joe Biden. Joe Biden,
It's
wake
been
up.
an hour without Alana. I
Oh
don't
my
know
God.
if I can take much more. I'm starting to lose it. I can feel myself losing
Holy
my
shit,
grasp
that is
on
an
reality the
essing
longer
right
I
there.
go without a week. Seconds feel like weeks. Minutes feel like months. I'm starting to hallucinate Alana yapping into my brain.
Oh my God.
Every waking day my mind
Well,
only thinks of Metapod. And
that is
every night I
1,000
dream of
biddies
Malachite.
for sure.
I can see a white light at the end of the tunnel with a funny dancing fox singing papaya. Please, send help. Send fox.
Bro, I'm just an hour late. I literally passed out, man.
I disagree.
Bros, I can't believe that happened. Oh my God, I can't believe that happened. That's actually cooked. Oh, I saw my dog in the bed, and it was being really
Guys,
cute
if
and
the cute
snuggly,
fox
and I laid down
waifu
next
is
to him
more
for
than
5
15
minutes and I
minutes late
passed
to stream, we are legally allowed to leave.
No! No! Please don't leave! I'm so sorry! Are women cringe? Yes. Being a woman makes you gagey.
11th
I'm
month
so
with Imaginate Piss Fox and the Smugglers. Let's go SmugAlana, happy fire, SmugAlana, happy frost,
Oh my
SmugAlana, happy fire,
God,
SmugAlana, happy frost,
holy!
SmugAlana, happy fire,
Yo.
SmugAlana.
Yo, yo, yo. Philly and Fan, thank you for the mind and Conman, thank you! Bob Morris, thank you for
I can't believe
Guys.
it's been 10 months, Alana, and chat you all are the best lovegers. Hug.
Aw, thanks, Rebel Greaser. Thank you to 10 months, man. I am so sorry. It'll be a short yap, literally
Oh, so
short.
she fell asleep like a hag? Im sold the I-11
Okay,
popcorn.
man. No, I don't know what happened. I think my dog was just being really cute, and I saw him there, and I scratched his
Alana's
little
a
belly,
mess.
and I put my
She's
hand
a
on his little
disgrace.
chest, and I was like,
A lot
okay,
of
I'm gonna
people
go.
are saying this.
I'm gonna take a nap
Sleepy
for like
Alana, I
5
called her.
minutes. Sleepy Alana, okay, man. Wiggy go! It's Juji's fault. I know. I'm really sorry. 4-hour Annie. I'm sorry. I know. It's my fault. You guys hate me. I'm not gonna lie. I started crying. I started crying when I woke up, and I realized I
You
was
better
late.
be proud of chat.
That's
We
why
were
I was a
very
little
well
bit late
behaved
too.
while you
After I
left us
said I woke up.
unattended.
I saw people be like, "Oh, she hates us." I sniffled a little bit. I was
We
like,
deserve an extra hour of stream match.
"No." Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I'm really sorry. That's why I got a stuffy nose
Hope
too,
you
because I was
rested well.
sniffling a little bit. Fuck you! Wait. Yo, Cobra, thank you 1,000 biddies! Hope you rested well. I don't know. I had nightmares all night last night. I was learning French at school, and then in my dream I kept thinking to myself, why am I learning French? I haven't learned this shit in years. And I was taking a test, and there was a teacher who kept getting mad at me for saying pomme de terre, you know, like potato. And she kept schizoing at me and giving me bad grades, even though I answered the questions correctly, and I hated it. And I woke up from my dream, and then I passed out again. And I was like, what the fuck? It was really annoying. Really bad dream. Really, really bad. Fucking French people giving me nightmares and shit.
If you or a loved
Boom.
one experienced yap
Boom.
abuse as a result of
Boom.
Alana's tardiness, you may be entitled to financial compensation.
Okay, man.
Contact
All right,
our
I'm
law
literally never
offices at
late. I'm
insert
never
business
late.
number here.
I am never late.
She no longer hates
I'm
us.
never
Let's go.
late. I don't hate you. It was my bad, chat. Smugglers. Rising star? No. All those streamer rewards are rigged, by the way. Don't believe your lying eyes.
Makes you gagey.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub
Yo,
to
anonymous,
Parley_Vu_Francais.
Parley Vu Francais. Okay, man. Okay, it was a written test, by the way.
Hear that?
Hello?
That's your stream alarm going off. Wake up, Alana.
Of course you fucking give me an RR when I fucking wake up all upset. Yes, of course. Thank you very much. Okay, fine. It's gonna be kind of snotty.
Hello
I got
there,
like
my
really
dear
weird
lovely friend
dripping
Alana.
in my nose.
I hope you are feeling well. I am
No.
having a crap day with my car. Hearing you makes my day better. I hope it doesn't sound weird.
No, it's okay.
You make my days better, and I have hope because
what
you
a
care.
nice essaying,
Thank you for being
chat.
the awesome person you are.
Wow, what an essaying. Wow, you guys are so nice. Pay chatter. I'll deposit $10 in your bank account right now. Thank you. Plus $5. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. I got that post-nasal drip, you know, after you sniffle a little bit? Yeah.
I heard there is an out-of-context screenshot of me in mod chat. Please disregard, okay?
There's an out-of-context stream me in mod chat, please disregard. I didn't see it. I was passed out. If it's recent, I didn't see it. No, again, you can't imagine, like, you have a little Shiba on the bed, right? And I pat him and I was like, I'm gonna take a little 10-minute nap before stream. And this was like at, I don't know, I think it was 11:30 or 11:25. I was like, I'm gonna take like a 15-minute nap because I'm gonna wake up right before stream, right? Like 15 minutes before stream. Cringe, yes. And I was like, on the woman that makes you bougie.
Civis pacem, parabellum.
What the fuck does that mean? I don't speak fucking Portuguese. Yo, Bozzy Christina, thank you for months! Yeah, and I don't know, my dog is super warm and cuddly, and I kinda just fell asleep. It's not for 10-minute nap! Oh my god! Low SmugAlana Glazer! What the fuck? Is that Glazer in the chat? Mods ban him. Portuguese. Did you brush your fluffy tail? No, I woke up and I didn't brush my hair. I legit woke up and my heart dropped. I saw the time and I was like, wait, what? It was so funny. I saw people spamming in chat when I was like, my eyes are still glued together. And I was like, oh, they'll be fine, right? They don't hate me. Chat, never believe your fucking brain when it says 10-minute nap. I even set an alarm and I think I slept through it. Yo, Volu, hi! Привет! We hate you, don't worry. Fuck you! You're so mean to me! We managed to get to 370 in a row. That's a lot, chat. That's a lot. Again, I'm really, really sorry. Are you gonna forgive me? You have to. Expecto Patronaum. That's strong. Harry Potter and the Chamber of... I don't know. Snakes? The Chamber of your mom or no bitches. No bitches sounds like better. It sounds better. Men are not objects of sex. Oh shit! I disagree.
I'ma call you a donut because I'm gonna glaze you.
Don't say that. That's not what you say, cause like, yeah, that, I'm not gonna say it, okay? You know what you did? The Chamber of Commerce. You chamber these nuts. Put a bullet in that chamber. What DPD streamers compensation and forgiveness? Oh no! Not DVD. No, it's not a DVD, I promise. There's some mods on here that have me added as friends. I was not on DVD. They would tell you if I was. No, I legitimately just passed out. I have my phone like next to me and everything. I know how to build a nuclear bomb, says Cheeselord143. He doesn't follow me. He's probably... Wait, no, he does follow me. Never mind. You've been following me for 2 weeks and you say that shit?
The past 2 mornings my alarm worked its way into my dreams instead of waking me up. Lol.
Dude, I hate that when that happens. I hate that shit. When it like... So this one time I had it on silent. No, not on silent. On vibrate. And I thought that the buzzing from the table hitting the phone, I thought that was like an earthquake in my dream. And I woke up and I was like, oh... Oops. I thought it was an earthquake. Oh shit, that's time. We're gonna die. Oh my god. God, that was great. You know what's the worst part? I do not feel refreshed. They're mad at you over on r/gaming circle jerk. What else is new? Reddit fucking blows ass. Bunch of fucking losers. Stop caring! Bunch of fucking freaks! No, I like Reddit for like its own reasons. It's a good place to like gather, you know, like memes and stuff and like fun fan art and stuff. But like people getting mad on Reddit is like so cringe. Besides, that place is a shithole. I remember people legitimately lied about Asmon. Like the facts were completely wrong and people were just circle jerking about him. Honestly, it's kind of a badge of honor, honestly. Fuck Reddit! All my freaking homies freaking hate Reddit! Speaking of which, our Reddit has 500 members. Isn't that poggies? That's so poggers. You have a dedicated hate poster on Reddit. No shot. No way. Really? No way! Oh my god, dude. Fucking hate poster. I legitimately can't believe people waste their time like that.
This is why I don't take naps.
Oh
I
my
always
gosh.
sleep plus 4 hours if I want a 10-minute snap.
Snap. Oh, nap. I was like, what the fuck is a snap? Aspen is on bed tonight? Yeah! I think I got food poisoning. I don't have seafood. If it was a bad, would explain the vomiting. Oh no! Hope you feel better. Chat, make my mods feel better. Put him in a hug. Put him in a headlock. Give him a nuggie. Snap. Yeah, Snapchat. Shit. Nobody uses that shit. As it was. Snap sexy nap. Oh, is that like when you're butt naked and you got your butt in the air? A sexy nap? Only people I fuck with can touch me. Oh, I thought you were. I didn't see the with. I saw that it said only people I fuck can touch me. I thought that's what it said. Now protect mods! Protect the VIPs! Reddit is what Tumblr folk went when they banned lewds. Yeah, I think so.
Fox
Cheese
tax.
and crackers, man.
Greetings, Dave. Your moves looking as splendiferous as usual.
You like my
I
mooba?
see. Just wanted to say you're the coolest
Mooba.
600-pound chrome dome man I know, lovers.
My heart,
Holy
my
shit,
soul.
they weren't kidding when they said you had a hate poster. This one dude has made dozens of posts about you across dozens of subreddits.
What?
Are
Dude,
women cringe?
that's dedication. I don't know, man.
Makes you gagey.
Are you
An
serious?
anonymous
Are you
user
no? Are you
gifted a
actually
tier 1
trolling?
sub to kombucha.
No, are you serious? Maybe that's the person that keeps reporting my shit and being like mad about it. Oh my god, that sounds so like, I don't know. How do I describe it? Like sad? Like I've hate posted too, but it's like, you know, one hate post like when I was like 15 years old and I hated like someone that was like tracing art and shit. I don't know. Not like dedicated.
I'm curious
I don't know,
it's
it's
the
just- I
guy
can't
who also
relate.
threatened to sue you.
Who's gonna sue me? Oh no, I doubt it. No, that guy. No, genuinely, leave that guy alone. By the way, he made like a bunch of apology posts and was like, "I'm sorry," and I'm like, "Okay, it's fine. No one cares." I don't care. Leave him alone. It was good content. He didn't threaten to. He didn't actually try to sue me. So like, who cares? Oh my god. Yo, anonymous, thank you. Fucking give this up to kombucha. I appreciate it. Those are nice personalities, but I prefer the bigger one behind you. Is that my tail? You say that. Can we give the schizo a sub? Imagine.
You kombucha mouth on D's nuts.
Alright, I didn't realize I was Philly adjacent. I don't know, man. I just can't dedicate that kind of time to hating people. I like think about people I don't like briefly, and then I'm like, oh, you know what? That doesn't really concern me. Like, I'll make content out of it. If it's like, I don't know, like a streamer being mean to a homeless person, I think that's like valid to like criticize, but it's like, bro, I'm just a fucking anime girl. Like, what the fuck? Freak that out! Guy posts hentai on main? Wait, what? No! Are you serious? The guy that makes like hate posts about me puts fucking hentai on his Reddit? Oh my god, the guy can't even stop gooning for 2 minutes. The Shud mindset. Oh, she's such a fucking chud bitch. She's owning all those chuds. Fucking loser. You can't even criticize anything, bro. Oh, so weird. Hello, SmugAlana, it is Glazer. You're looking illuminating today. Thank you. You forgot Hibiscus emote. She's owning the chuds. It's the same gooner with 1 million Reddit karma. Okay, hold on. Can we talk about this for a minute? How much time do you have to spend on Reddit to get 1 million karma? I don't know what that means. Is that like a lot? Is that a lot? Like, is that like years?
So what we discussing today?
I don't know, figure it out. That's years? Like non-stop Reddit using for like years? Imagine how much not bad karma they have. Like, if you have 1 million, does that mean you have a proportional amount that's like, you know, bad karma? You literally don't go outside. Oh my god, I have one of those schizos that hates me now? Oh my god, that is sad. That's pathetic. Yo, if you're out there, my dude, maybe you should go outside. I don't know. Just a recommendation. Maybe stop posting about, like, I don't know, hentai on Reddit. Like, if you're a gooner, you're like a normal gooner, post it on Twitter or something. At least you can, like, make money off of it. You know, through ads. Guy's, like, beating the street. He's like, oh my god. Oh my god, this dumb bitch. Guy only joined 5 years ago, so he's been posting non-stop, huh? That's crazy. I literally never use Reddit. I don't know if you know. Imgur moments, little Imgur moments. When I was really bored and broke, I only had good enough internet from my phone and I would post funny memes on Imgur.
Hey, I'm new to your channel, but I'm subscribed to your YouTube channel. I was wondering why you have 2 forms.
Because I want to. I don't know. Because I wanted a different model. I wanted to be a Frostfire Fox. Yeah. That's about it. It's not that deep. I don't know. I just like having different models. It's fun. She's bipolar. No. Bipolar is a very serious thing. I don't know, Chad. I feel like I've made it. Like, if I have some fucking freak that has, like, hate threads about me, I think I'm winning. What's a better time? Congrats! Hate threads tend to only make you more popular. There's people in their echo chambers never understand that. Yeah. Because in passing, people are like, oh, this is a popular post.
I was just wondering.
Ba, 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 ba. Maybe one day, if he schizo posts enough, we can make, like, content out of it. Ba, 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 ba. Crazy stuff. Yeah, farm the schizos. Maybe one day. I don't know. Maybe they'll give him attention.
You can just say you have a winter coat in the white and a summer coat in red. I think it's cool. No, because I swap no matter what, so that's dumb. I don't know. I just swap when I feel like it. That's the background song. That's Huberstank crawling in the dark. You're not doing it right if no one's hating? Dude, people hated Shy Lily when she blew up because she had an amazing model and she was really cute. She still is. I'm just saying, like, in the past, you can be the cutest, most harmless VTuber, and people still shit on you. It's crazy. I'm, like, polarizing, okay? I get it. Like, oh, you know, you talk about soft politics in video games and, like, how video games fucking kind of, like, fucking suck. Yeah. Yeah, you can't please everyone, but at the same time, it's like, if I don't like someone, like, for example, I don't like Hassan's content. I don't watch his content. I might watch someone criticizing him, but I don't watch him. I don't go out of my way to be like, oh my god, Hassan's such a fucking little bitch, and, like, fucking write 10 Reddit threads. You know? It's weird. People hate Iron Man, so that's literally why. Because she's popular. That's why. That's literally it. Like, I get it. Like, okay, we got it. You don't like them? Cool. That's not political? Bro, people think anything is political. If you're like, basically, if you have lukewarm takes on like anything, like I do mean lukewarm, you're either on the fence or you are like political. I don't know. People are weird. Bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Have a take equals political. That's right. Oh my god. If I played DBD, I'd be like, oh my god, there would be so much drama surrounding me. Oh my god, you're not playing correctly! You're bad at the game? You have 2,000 hours? You're so bad! The people will literally find anything to hate you for. I don't know. I said, if you're a VTuber, nobody hates you more than Twitch. Yeah, I feel really bad for Mega. I don't think she really deserved the ban straight up, like, you know, a straight up ban. The only thing that I can think I can critique is that she has an exposed hip on her model. Like, I think she could have gotten a warning. That's what I think. One hip, granted, it's really annoying changing art and like doing all that at the last minute. I don't think it should have happened. I think it was really out of line. It was like cooked, but in hindsight, I think she should have asked or worked on to change it. But then the other thing is, what if she already had a bunch of like merch ready and it's like they suddenly changed stuff? I don't know. It's really complicated. Yeah. She probably had that done more. Yeah, I think like putting on a chastity belt would have been better. Yeah. Definitely they've got something out against VTubers for sure. Maybe mods got too horny. They were like, whoosh, whoosh, Mega, you're too hot, too sexy. Hips aren't allowed. No, she has like an exposed hip. I'm not gonna argue that. I think that for the quote-unquote rules that are set in place, like, yeah, okay. But I think it's also fucking dumb. I dig the chastity belt idea. I don't. I'm good. Ba, 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 ba. Fifi got banned again? Wait, recently? No shot, really? That's unbelievable. No, is that like recent or... that was an old one. Oh, okay, I was about to say, I didn't hear about it. I'm usually pretty on point with that shit. I think she's just reposting her old ban. Yeah. She was in Pool's hot tub section. I don't get it.
Oh,
I don't
your hater
get
is also
that
an
part.
Upstaku and Asmongold hate poster. Posts in YouTube drama, incel tears, and other
Oh my
straights okay.
god. Chat, look. I am an ally. I support LGBT. It's just when you are so schizo that you shitpost me in "Are the straights okay?" That's insane to me. All I've done is criticize like video games and then putting in things that don't belong there. Like, speaking of which, Dragon Quest, oh my god, that's gonna be so funny to cover in commentary. You guys are gonna laugh your face off. I had a transgender friend. I had one a long time ago, before it was like really like a thing. It was more like an ambiguous like, oh, I'm kind of gay, but like not really. They didn't even label themselves as trans. This was a long time ago, like after high school, I think. You put that oh my god. I kind of don't want to give it away. It's really dumb. It's really dumb. It's such a fucking dumb game. So femboy, it's complicated. Again, it's none of my business, but like we were friends, so. The reviews for Dragon Age are insane. Dragon Age, sorry, Dragon Age, not Dragon Quest. I misspoke really badly. Sorry, ADHD. I'm really bad. Yeah, my bad. Sorry. I say one thing and then I mean another because I'm a dent. I don't know. Sorry. To clarify, it is Dragon Age that has that really cooked quest
Oh, I'll save it. I'll save it. It's we're gonna do commentary anyway. Dragon Quest stage? No, Dragon Quest is cool. Yeah. Did I see a Phillian fan account? Yeah, we have a Phillian fan. Hey, we have fan. I think it was Phillian fan 1996. I still remember people saying wear a mask and it's required of politics. Like wearing masks is somehow politics fighting our jobs. People in Japan wore masks for a long time before even COVID was a thing. I don't know. Some people want to still wear masks now, and that's okay. You're allowed to judge people for things that they do in public. It's just like when you take it over the line and start screaming at them, like you're kind of a schizo.
The character
you're allowed to give
creation in
them a
Dragon
side
Age
eye,
being
that's
less
okay.
customizable than WoW character creation.
The characters in Dragon's been less customizable than WoW character creation. Wait, that's actually strong. Because character customization in WoW sucks ass. Use a fan name on Fortnite, you get banned for impersonating. That's dumb. Why? Because you have the name Fan? That's dumb. Bald or not bald? I mean, I'm bald. Baldager. I have a bald spot right here. You see that? See it right there? See that? It's a bald spot. Baldager. I don't get it. Wait, what's the time? Hold on, let me show. I guess we'll do commentary now since we're kind of late. Enjoyer over fan? I don't know, fan is a good word.
The one thing I hate is that they made a whole online save and choice system called the Keep with tons of custom art, and now they're ditching it to future-proof the game by removing all online requirements and links.
I don't know, man. I think that there's a big enshittification of video games, but that's besides the point. Alright, sure, why not? Let's do commentary now since I'm behind, since I fucking fell asleep. Yo, what up, Satan? Satan 49. Satan 48 was taken. Bald fox ears. You don't have to imagine. You can like see it sometimes when you squint really hard. Oh yeah, spin. Stream 1 hour longer? I'm sorry, I can't. I'm so fucking busy. I wish this how it would work. Cranking that hog. Can't promise you anything. I got commitments, unfortunately. Alright, there we go. That mouth! Yo, what that mouth do, bitch? It's okay, all of us wish to sleep and is still making it for work. Yeah, usually they fire you. Ask me how I know. I got told off for sleeping in like once or twice. And it wasn't on purpose. My fucking alarm like magically didn't work for some reason. And I got told off. Twice! Only twice. Slept and missed like 3 hours once. Oh my god. That feeling makes you want to throw up. That's your first strike, Alana. That's right. First strike in 2 years, probably. I think I've been like late once before. Usually I call it off when something bad happens, chat. Like, don't get it twisted. Alright. Maybe. Sure, why not? Relaxing. Alright. Since I already yapped a little bit about Dragon Age, we'll get in there. Okay.
Dragon Age cringe! Can't wait for that fucking schizo to post me on Reddit about this. Can't wait. Is the music too loud, by the way? Dum 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 da dum bum. Yeah. It's good. Okay. Not too quiet, not too loud. Yeah. Dragon Age being giga cringe. Besides making the races look nothing like its predecessors, let's disregard that. In Dragon Age the Veilguard, Tash will finally face their they-them fears and come out as non-binary, confronting their family in a powerful and diverse fourth wall breaking moment that brought the IGN reviewer to tears. Very stunning and brave. Chat, I'm sorry, I don't think that people that play this game, like if they're transgender or non-binary, I don't think they're playing this game to fourth wall break a hardcore like fantasy setting. Like it is, it's you know, based on Dungeons and Dragons, like all those MMO fantasy games, like Lord of the Rings, like everything, all those predecessors. We don't need this pandering. If it was like a developmental story game, maybe like a social one that's set in like real life, okay, maybe I could understand, like whatever suits your audience. This is not it at all. For context, the engineer said this is not binary. I think it's a self-insert. I very likely think this is a self-insert. Let me read the dialogue though. Tash says, non-binary, I just said, and I'm going to use they instead of she from now on. A game where you can shapeshift into whatever you want has to have fantasy characters clarify and confront their family about identities and coming out, I guess, and confronting them.
The third game had 2 scenes just like this with a gay guy and a trans guy. I love trans people, but why are they doing this again? Lamau.
I don't know. Maybe just to, you know, pander. Being shaped in the game. Dragon Age literally has shape-shifting magic. Like, you know, Chromie from World of Warcraft? Yeah. Nobody cares. They don't say, oh, I need you to identify as they, them.
Are women cringe?
They don't say that in the game.
Being a woman makes you gagey.
I've never once heard that, ever. Ruby doesn't say, oh my god, refer to me as they, them, or she. She's just she. Chromie's always being a she. Can shapeshift my nuts in other people's mouth. I'm about to shapeshift myself off this fucking planet. This is insane. I don't know. It's just crazy to me. And most people that have to go through this, like, let's be realistic. Usually this is kind of a traumatic experience. It's very uncomfortable. It really sucks for people that have to go through this kind of thing. Like, you're playing a fantasy game to get away from your problems. Why would you want to, I don't know, deal with this again, I guess is the better word. Like, I'm trying to empathize, like, on a scale. Like, if I had, like, a really bad experience with my family or whatever, I wouldn't want to, like, play a character or, like, witness a character going through the same thing. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm weird. Yeah. Shape-shifting myself into doing fan. Yes. I'm about to snort some coke. Maybe I'll start understanding. Like, we knew it was gonna be bad, but not self-insert from a dev with, like, non-binary, like, pronouns kind of bad. As a long-time DA Origins fan, this franchise completely fallen out. This was a fun, dark fantasy series, now it's a joke. I bet the people who worked on it did not play Origins. I think my other big criticism is, like, why do you need to break the fourth wall and make it, like, almost comedic? Because fourth wall breaking is kind of like almost laughing in the player's face. Like, for example, I don't think there's fourth wall moments with, like, Witcher, for example, or, like, even Baldur's Gate, where you can quite literally have cock and balls as a woman. Yeah. I don't recall. I played that game for almost 200 hours. I don't ever remember having a moment. Like, there was, like, an inside joke, maybe, that was very layered within the game, but it's like... It's a fantasy game, man. Not break fourth wall with like a comedic like, you the player, do you get this? Where you're dumb, please. I don't know. What else is there? Garrett looks into the camera and talks about the woes of being gay. It's not even that. It talks about the woes of being an attractive like guy who has a bunch of bitches. Dragon Age Veilguard delivers a peak level of fantasy never before achieved in gaming history. Take a long, hard look in it, kid. It'll show you the face of a hero who can get it done. I'm getting there. I love who I am. Establishes transgender identity. Unlocks... Wait, is this in the game? Like, it literally is in the game? Is this... Are you serious? No, like this part, this dialogue, like above that. Why couldn't you just include this part? But that is so immersion breaking. Imagine in Fallout or like any other dialogue establishes transgender identity, unlocks new dialogue options and future conversations. In Fallout, you can literally be a homicidal lesbian in the game that gives you options to like woo other women and then kill them, right? Like that's the whole point. That's a joke. Imagine if they said establishes lesbian identity and unlocks new dialogue options and future conversations. No one cares! In Fallout 3, you could already pick that. That was like in 2008. You could riz women up and then stab them in the knife in the back because you're a lesbian. No one cares. I can't believe... Scars are lessons learned. My scars are badges of honor. These scars are sexy. Are we talking about... like surgery scars for your hold on, but this is Dragon Age chat. Am I crazy? You don't need surgery scars. You have Dragon Age magic. Like, you can shapeshift. What? But you can magically alter to not have scars, and then you can have no top scar surgery. Like, what are we doing? Yeah, it's like the wheelchair thing in D&D. It's exactly right. That's a good point, chat. Why do you need a wheelchair if you can just like levitate or like cast magic that makes you float? Like, wheelchairs aren't perfect either. Like, obviously, like even like from a really logical perspective, like you can't levitate or cast a spell forever. Like, there's a downside, so do wheelchairs. They have a downside too. You can't go everywhere, but like that's not the point. Yeah, or be like, have like prosthetics that like make you walk fast or something, or... Oh my god, these people are insane. They don't even get it, and this is why I have Reddit hate posters. They're like, I don't get it. I don't get why SmugAlana, she's such a dumb bitch. She wants people who have disabilities and are transgender and not have representations. You can literally self-insert in the game without doing this. You don't need to pander. Like I said in Fallout, you can be a lesbian or a gay man. It's a perk. Feels disrespectful to trans people in the game will like become a real woman? Yes. Yes. There are plenty of men and women on TikTok that are trans, and most people don't know about it because they don't fucking talk about it or they don't want to talk about it. And people perceive them as straight because they're so convincing. Instead of being this condescending, my scars, like, nobody wants to talk about their freaking surgery scars. It's crazy. Cis? Yeah, sorry, I meant cis, yes. Not straight. It's so in your face. It's literally immersion breaking, chat. This is insanity. Oh, this is in the review video? Oh my lord. This is just so annoying and condescending to me. It appears, like, even as, like, someone who's not trans, this seems so condescending. If you want to make a game with trans characters and, like, trans ideology, then make your own game. Stop, like, co-opting existing franchises that are fantasy-based, by the way. This is complete fantasy with, like, high magic where you can be anything you want. To, like, self-insert yourself into the video game because you have some sort of insecurity issue that the original fans of Dragon Age don't care about at all. I just don't understand it, man. Yeah, cyberpunk too, exactly. Does it make any sense? Keep in mind, my Alana watch to point out that trans people make up a minuscule fraction of their audience, and they are choosing to pander them early where while doing this. They're alienating 99% of their audience who's not trans, 99% includes other members of LGBTQ, but they are hyper-focused on trans. My other biggest gripe is, like, Fallout in 2008, when it was, like, all about, like, burly characters and this and that. We literally have gay characters and, like, gay prostitutes in the game, and no one cares because it's just part of, like, the setting. It's not like, you know, it doesn't have, like, a dialogue option that appears, like, establishes lesbian identity and unlocks new dialogue options in future conversations. I don't get it. It was just like this thing, and in 2008, as a kid, I didn't get it because it's like I just knew that there was gay people that existed, right? Like in the real world. It didn't matter to me. I was just like, oh, cool perk. I can have dialogue options with other females as a female character or as a male character with other male characters, and have this option. What? Like, is that like some sort of mind-blowing thing to say? Like when a child doesn't even care about that kind of thing, it's just a game to them? I guess. Oh my god. Ow. Fuck. Stop my toe. Oh. I know we live in a surreal timeline. You might think this is fake. Yeah, initially I thought this was fake. I thought someone made this up to, like, you know, make BioWare look bad, you know? This comes from IGN's review of the video where they proudly included in the footage. The reviewer obviously has a bias. Very strong one indeed. Insanity. I cannot. Dragon Age is a dead franchise. It is over. 11 out of 10 must play. Baldur's Gate 3 doesn't have this kind of dialogue optioning. 2 out of 10. This game sucks. BioWare was dead for decades. Well, how did they get the funding for this? I don't understand. It's conjuring money. BioWare problem as a whole. Wait, BioWare made Mass Effect, did they not? Oh, okay. Just wait until the next Mass Effect. That's plan 2. No! Oh god! Oh no, I knew it! Oh no! After Andromeda, dude, I remember when everybody laughed at Andromeda. Just because it was like half-baked and it was awful to play. That's another awful example of wasted resources. That was honestly just horrible. Like, borderline unplayable. at launch, and then afterwards as well. Okay. Oh, this is that Gundam guy, huh? Yeah. The Kunari went from being badass too. I don't know what this even is. Dragon Age is so DOA, and as a longtime fan, I'm out. That must suck, man. Again, I don't have any, like, eggs in this basket apart from, like, maybe wanting to enjoy a game that people like a... you know, a video game that I might get into and then, like, play past franchises of. I think this looks cool. Like, they look like big, burly demon guys. I don't know how related they are to, like, tieflings, but... they're trying to make tieflings. Tieflings look more badass than this. Have you seen Baldur's Gate 3 tieflings? Like the males? Even the females have like big rugged scars on their heads where like this, basically like this. They have like actual detail and chiseling to their, you know, to their horns and stuff. Like, why do they look so smooth? Does that make sense? Why do they look so smooth, brains? No, I don't get it. Why? You know what this reminds me of, actually? You know, now that I'm thinking about it, this reminds me of Tolkien's orcs becoming like wholesome Chungus family men. I know it's not like an exact one-to-one, but it's kind of like in the same vein, I guess. Oh, it could also remind me of Draena. You're actually making a good point. Draena are supposed to be these badass outer space, like, I would say, like, almost fantasy setting for, like, native warriors that, like, wield the light. And, like, you know, crusade, they actually go on crusades. They're, like, religious fanatics as well. Like, Lightforged Draenei are supposed to be, like, religious fanatics, like, Giga religious fanatics. And they're supposed to be badass, and like, their males are really, really big and strong, and the females are like tall and powerful and, you know, bigger than other races, you know? Like, that's what this reminds me of. I actually really like it when they portray Draenei in World of Warcraft as like big and strong and not like just blue space goats. I think they look way more badass. Even the females are like almost Amazonian. That Yakub aesthetic. Why is his head so big? Why? Why? This isn't ugly. This is like cool. I don't know. I don't like male Draenei. I don't know. I'm just thinking about it from like a fantasy perspective. I think that male Draenei and female Draenei look cool when they're like brutish almost. Like they can be beautiful in a brutish way. They soy jacked them until they looked androgynous. I'm not gonna lie, from a design perspective, this looks like if, hold on. Maybe I can, if we can draw this in. I'm gonna draw really quick. Like, you take this part, and you do this. And then, hold on. Blur. Pixelate. Yeah, this looks good. Yeah, so it looks almost like like, why does it look like a human face with like horns attached? Like a helmet. Does that make sense? Like, everything else is human-like, whereas with this one, it looks like a fantasy character. I don't know, it looks like a helmet to me. Like, he should be wearing, like, a helmet. Saline injection into the forehead. I can't, man. I don't know why. The Giga Chin, the chiseled features, like, why? It looks nothing like this character. If you told me these are the same race, I'd be like, no, they're not. I don't know how to explain it. And I know I'm really bad at explaining the first time. Like, I usually, like, kind of pick it apart after a while. But you know what I'm saying? Looks like a incubus. I kind of, yeah, I can see that. Why is the head so smooth? He's got his helmet on, so he doesn't get more dentage and brain damage. Maybe I should get a helmet like this too. Are the eyes not focusing properly? Yes, the eyes look off. Oh, I can't, man. This is so bad. Wholesome Chungus moment. Oh my goodness, look at these wholesome Chungluses. IGN reviews. Oh no, did IGN make like an actual feature on this? They're cross-eyed? Yeah, they kind of do. If we never get another Dragon Age, at least it got to go out on a high note with a Dragon Age the Veilguard. Enjoyable action combat, a fantastic cast of allies with sweeping story arcs all on their own, top-notch cinematics, and moving, nuanced character writing are the wings on which this triumphant dragon soars. If we never get another Dragon Age, at least it got to go out on a high note. Are they implying something? Yeah, are they implying something? Like, at least it got to go out on a high note? The combat is ass, you remove the character swapping, which is iconic mechanic of Dragon Age. Is that true, chat? They remove character swapping even though it's been a thing? There is. Oh, that's cringe. Having a iconic character, like, feature, combat feature removed? It's not even Dragon Age anymore? Yeah, apart from the setting. That's a stretch, though. It's a combat mechanic? Yeah, I understand. Like, if they removed, I don't know, spells from World of Warcraft, like tap targeting, I'd be pissed too. I'd be like, what the hell? Why? Been like that for 15 years. Can you stop? Sorry, 20 years. Excuse me. I hope they don't get rid of Dwarven caste system. That was great lore. Actually, that's racist. We can't have that anymore. You're unironically probably correct. The new model would allow them to use the same faces for both humans and Kunari, only the forehead and above are different. This is probably to save money. Oh, so you think I might be right? But that's the vibe I get. Again, this has way different features from this. Like, you remove this and it's just the human face. You can't even be rude to your party. You talk to them as if they're children. Guys, go buy Baldur's Gate 3. You can be mean to all your characters. You can be really mean to them and tell them to go fuck themselves. And then they will leave your party permanently if you're too mean to them. I never do it though. I can't be mean to my party. I like all the characters. Even the evil ones. They're cool. You're supposed to abuse and harass your party in Dragon Age 2. Oh, that's assault. You can't do that. If you're mean to your characters, you can't do that. I stood up Shadowheart in the Mirrored cinematic. Oh my god, based. One of them pissed me off and I killed them. Wait, can you not kill your characters in Dragon Age? Like, you can't do this in this one? Because in Baldur's Gate, you can just straight up kill them. Only in the first game. Huh. Wonder why they removed that. I feel like that's kind of part of, like, you know, D&D-esque, like, single-player games. Like, you can just be a dickhead. I remember Neverwinter Nights, you could kill them, too. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. It's been a long time. Physically hurting people is a crime, so doing it in a video game, it should be too, right?
Guys, it's a crime if you get caught in a fantasy setting. I don't know, man. What are they gonna do? Call the police? I know it's like callous to say, but like it's an RPG in a fantasy setting. Like, yeah. You can't kill them in the newer games because of them making party members essential to the plot. Oh, okay. Makes sense. Yeah. Never get caught yet. Do it behind a tree or something. I'm not condoning SA, I'm joking. I'm just saying, killing characters sometimes can be fun. Oh, we got ads! Edge! Edge! Do not condone. Well, wait, I won't yap. I don't know, there's some people. Wait, Baldur's Gate 3 has like a mode or like a character arc where you can just go up and straight up kill everyone. It's like an evil playthrough. I haven't done it, but mostly because I'm a pussy. Yeah, Dark Urge. I almost said Dark Edge. Dark Edge. Yeah, Dark Urge is really dark. I don't know if I could ever do that. I feel really bad. Like, I couldn't kill, like, nice characters. I'm sad. Dark Edge. Edge this. Light Goon. Light gooning is what you do in the morning before you wake up. I'm gooning. I kind of want to glance over the video, honestly. I'm scared too, but... Oh my gosh. It's only 15 minutes long. I just wanted to, like, glance over it. The first comment. Oh, Concord? Anyone who trusts IG reviews at this point is high on copium. Wait, this is an AI account. Are you shitting me? They follow me. They fucking follow an AI account. The cope. Put breast removal scars on your character. I'm just saying, like, it's just so... It's so condescending. It's so condescending to people who have to go through that kind of shit. If you want to make a story about real life, go ahead. Do it. Make the story compelling. Make it about, you know, being beautiful and having scars. But like in a fantasy setting, it does not make sense. You can be perfect if you want to. There's like tentacles you can grow out of your ass for all you care. Like, what are we doing, man? Dragon Ball Sparking got a 7. Wait! Dragon Ball Sparking got a 7? Not inclusive enough. They didn't make Goku Geiji. Yeah. No, you wanna know why it's a 7? Because they don't have Goku being Geiji and loving Vegeta. Yeah. That's why. You guys are coping. Gay streamer. Shut up! You've seen, you know, fan fictions written about that shit. Why didn't they make it real, you know? Yeah. Vagina? Yes. What did the other reviewers say, I wonder? Of course. Dragon Age Veilguard reviews. CGM, Eurogamer, of course. Xbox Era, 10 out of 10! Press Start, Game Rant, But Why Though, Tech Raptor, IGN, Games Radar, DualShockers, Push Square, Dexerto, of course. The Gamer, the only ones that aren't really high is VGC and VG247. Chat, I would love for a, like, yeah, I don't know, like gamer reviews instead of journalist reviews, because they're not real gamers. Yeah, perfect 10s? I don't know about that. What did
Baldur's Gate, I wonder? Baldur's Gate IGN review. They gave it a 10 out of 10, but they didn't have pandering. I don't get it, because Baldur's Gate 3, you can also not, like, you can play the game your own way. You can just not interact with characters. I had a friend that basically blasted through the game the first, like, 2-3 days, basically not interacting with the characters at all, and getting to the end game, and they said it was amazing. Because you can fuck the bear. That doesn't, but you don't have to. It's an option. The companions are all player sexual. Yeah, you really have to try not to get porked by those characters, not gonna lie. But again, you don't have to. You can just dismiss everyone and like not talk and interact with them. Period. Is there a dog to pet? Yes, of course. Dog to pet equals 10 out of 10 game. I wonder what they gave Witcher 3 IGN review. Witcher 3 review, 2015. They didn't give it a rating? 9.3. Okay, but this was 2015. That's a long time ago. That's almost 10 years ago. Mind Flayer lover. Nah, I'm not into tentacle shit. Sorry to disappoint. Press X to down. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. Don't trust IGN chat. Play it yourself. They got free review copies. We did not. You're paying like $50, $60, maybe even $70 to play Dragon Age. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Play with myself? Yes. Play with your cock and balls. Conspicuous language? Wait, what? What does this say? Checkpoint Gaming. Dragon Age the Veilguard is a triumphant return to form for one of the gaming's most beloved developers. No, you did not just say that BioWare is a loved developer. No. That is such a cap. That's such cap. Veilguard is a complete package that gives you everything you could ever wish for in an action RPG and is without a doubt a return to form for BioWare. The Veilguard is a return to form for this once lauded RPG studio. The Veilguard is a return to form for BioWare. Bro, it's literally AI. Pure Xbox, IGN Portugal. Return to form, triumphant form to... What? It's like I'm reading the same shit over and over. Because I am! They're literally taking ChatGPT and pasting it into... to generator, man. BioWare hasn't been good in years. When did Andromeda come out? Like 2016, 2014? I can't remember. Oh my god. It's a good time to tell you that Veilguard is supposed to incorporate decisions made all the way back from people's playthrough from Dragon Age Origins and other games. Well, it's a return to form, don't you know? Return to form, return to form, return to form, return to form. Oh my god. Repeat after me. Return to form. Return to these balls in your mouth and slurp and glorping them. This is insanity. Dragon Age Veilguard is worse than we thought it was. Okay. After playing 3.5 hours of Dragon Age the Veilguard, terrible graphics, boring monotonous combat, they want to copy GOW in a bad way. Oh, Gears of War, right. The game does not run at a constant 30 FPS. It drops and screen freezes when there are many NPCs. Good start. Many of the dialogues are noticeably made with AI. I'd need to expand on that. I'd want to see that for myself. Very linear, the options lead nowhere, false free will. The creators of characters focus on the trans and LGBT community. Inclusive language and Spanish subtitles. Uh-oh. Is it gonna be like where they have gender neutral Spanish grammar. No, no, no. The characters were very robotic, they like animations, the script doesn't make sense, neither do the quests from one place to another, killing bugs. Too much focus on homosexuality, lesbians, and drags. Race swap everywhere. I don't know about this. This might be a stretch. I'm gonna say it, I think most RPGs do have some sort of like, you know, references to homosexuality. So homosexualities, lesbians, drags is strong. I have to see it for myself. I don't know. It's a fucking piece of garbage as an RPG. Stay away from this game. Didn't even buy it on sale. It's a pile of putrefaction created by people who have no fucking idea about video games. Uninstalled already. Fuck your mother. Oh, holy shit, that's strong. Fuck your mother. Holy shit. Chat, I honest to God would want to just play it for myself. But I don't want to like sit through it. What will be the China release be like? No, wait, there's a China release for Dragon Age? Wait, how do you do that? Would they have to change everything? Because in China, like, it's not super accepted to be gay, let alone trans. How does that happen? Did they have to change everything? Pay $70. Oh my lord, I don't know, man. Do you buy it on Steam? It's not CCP accepted at all? They won't release it likely? Yeah, if it's not accepted by the CCP, then, you know. I realize the Chinese release might not be possible. What is it supposed to come out in China? That's what I don't want to know. And oh, what if there's like a side-by-side comparison? Yo, Baby Mister, thank you. I don't get it. I don't get it. Lord. China masked Black Panther up? Did they? I have no idea. It's a working butt slider. Working butt slider because it's a Chinese version. I mean, at least China might give it an honest review as opposed to, you know, regurgitating return to form. This can't be real, right? Like, maybe it's photoshopped or something? Like, you can't be serious. I kind of want to see it for myself, but I don't want to go digging. It's a lot of work. I don't know, I'm very skeptical, but at the same time, I could totally believe it. Go to each article. You're an article. News organizations do this all the time. Yeah, because they're all owned by the same, like, conglomerate. I understand what you're saying. Yeah. Hold on. PlayStation Universe Dragon Age review. Dragon Age PlayStation Universe. Here we go. Return to form. Oh. Oh, they said in this article. This is the PlayStation Universe article. If you go return to form, it's right here too. Return to form. Ah, return to. Ah, it is in here too. Is without a doubt return to form. Yeah, is without a doubt return to form. So it is real. It's actually real. This isn't even like, oh, you're being some fucking grifter, schizo posting, and like you're making this shit up. No, this is actually what they say. What a coincidence. Oh my god. Should I do one more just to like be sure? Let's just do one more. IG in Portugal? No, pure Xbox. Let's do pure Xbox. Do Dragon Age. Dragon Age Velgar, pure Xbox. Alright. One more. Return to form. Is a triumphant return to form. Triumphant return to form. It's real! It's actually real! I thought it was Photoshop, maybe. Like right here, there's like a, what is it called? Like an artifact? I thought maybe this was like photoshopped in. I actually had my doubts for a second. I'm not even joking. That's, you know, you can see it right here. The F right here. I thought this was an artifact. But it's actually real. Return to form. Return to monkey. Oh my god. Quality mode not smooth enough an FPS stream up. It can be a little busy and confusing with the quest markers on your map. Oh, here we go. I can't with these people, man. They're always coping and saying shit like, people who criticize this shit are just grifters. They're right-wing grifters. Oh, look at this. Okay. Hold on. I typed write a review for Dragon Age Veilguard into ChatGPT and got the sentence at the end of the whole thing. Overall impression, Dragon Age Veilguard is a triumphant return to form for the franchise. It masterfully weaves together engaging storytelling, rich characters, development, and refined gameplay mechanics. No. No, shut up. Shut your fucking mouth. Hold on. 1 second. I gotta check this for myself. This can't be real. I know, the screen's black. Give me a second. Log in. Like... I gotta do this for myself. Hold on. Give me a... Okay. I think it's logged in. Alright. I got it up. What should I write? Write me a review for Dragon Age the Veilguard. Bold new entry that expands the lore, taking players deep into the mysteries, or deep into the mysteries of Thetis. Come on. Alright, this is really long. Shorten it. Shorten it. Shorten it. What should I write for it? Lore ideas? Search return to form. Summarize. Summarize this review into a paragraph. Sure. Players take a new form. Oh, this is so long! No, this is too long. I didn't get it. 1 paragraph? This is a paragraph. 100 words or less. Add pictures. Mention BioWare in the prompt. Okay. Dragon Age the Veilguard. Oh, write a review for Dragon Age the Veilguard made by BioWare. Compelling edition. Okay. I'm not getting the same prompt. Am I doing something in 3 sentences? Write a review for Dragon Age the Veilguard in 3 sentences. Shut up. Shut up. Specific gameplay or story elements. Or story elements. Oh, okay. Like a gaming journalist. But it's gonna spit out what it sees in Google. Solidifies WarioWare's RPG legacy chat. That's strong. Strategic combat. Super strong, dude. This is a legacy for sure, chat. Gripping tale of balance and betrayal. Like a gaming journalist. Chat, I'm a gaming journalist now. I made ChatGPT generate a review. Yeah. I believe it though, I believe you. I'm sure if I played around with it, I could get it to the right, whatever. Gripping tail.
this dick. Yeah, I think that about sums it up. I'd love to see like an actual review. Maybe like, I don't know, one of the VTubers plays it. I'd love to see it. Alyssa's going to come for your job. Come! Just freaking come! I deserve a review code. Don't make me pay $70 for this shit. It comes out in 3 days? Yeah. In contrast, you should see the review for Mech Warrior Clans that gave it a 5 out of 10 because they didn't know how to drive the mech. I think you really have to dumb down a game for like game journalists to be able to enjoy it. This is what I mean. People were saying, oh, the combat freaking blows. Like, yeah, this is a very extreme version of a game review. But they do point out inclusive language and Spanish subtitles. Chat, we know that's really cringe. As people in our chat know how to speak Spanish, when you use gender neutral language with Spanish, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't. Too much focus on homosexuality, lesbians, drags. I don't know how do drag queens work in fantasy games? How does that one work for me? Hold on. I don't know. Wear opposite gender clothes? I don't think that's what drag is it? I think it's more about performance. Shows in taverns, I guess. Baldur's Gate 3 has one. You know what's crazy? I've played that game a lot, and I just... If you telling me that, I wouldn't be able to know. Genuinely. I wouldn't be able to know. You tell me that, I'm like... I don't know. I played that game. I don't remember. She's a necromancer? I have no clue, chat. No clue. There's one in the circus troupe. I don't know. Anyway. I feel like we've talked enough about Dragon Age. Dragon Age can suck my nuts. Cross-dressing is probably what they meant. Oh, okay. Fake Baldur's Gate fan. I am not. Do not fucking say that. Almost 200 hours on that game. Fuck you. Yeah. Piece of shit. Fight me. Alright, what is this? Thoughts? Question mark. Okay. Someone sent this in. I'd like to see it.
Does anyone else just work their ass off last 3 or 4 years for like a college degree, and now you have a job that you hate and you still can't afford life and you're still fucking miserable and you can't pay any of your bills and you can't live in the house that you imagine, and you just feel lied to because you thought that if you just went to college and got a degree you'd be able to afford?
My parents sold me on this idea too. Oh, sweetie, just get into like, you know, $50,000 in debt and then you'll get a job and pay off the debt and it'll be great. Yeah.
Afford a house and like things that make you happy, but yet you're still barely can afford groceries or clothes or literally anything that makes you happy at all, and you had to spend the whole entire weekend in your bed because you literally don't have any money to go do anything other, like if you buy food you just can't have an entertainment budget. So I'm just wondering if anyone else is dealing with something like this or if it's just me, because this shit ain't it.
No, sweetie, I totally get it, man. I totally get it. That's what we're telling people in freaking high school. Since you're like 16, 17 years old, they start selling you that shit. No, for real. No, I know she's like crying and having a melty, but like I feel like everyone feels like this. Yeah. She needs a himbo. I think even the himbo is gonna get upset, chat. Even the himbo is crying like this in his car. The hot himbo probably makes a decent amount of money. He's probably crying about how he can't pay groceries without working 2 jobs. It was 6th grade for me. Wait, 6th grade? That's early AF. I think it started when I was like 15 or 16, maybe 16. First year in middle school, they told us to start thinking about what your college major will be.
That's crazy work, man. Yeah, I don't know. It depends what school you're in, but they do it early enough that you remember it when you're a child. Get a trade skill. That's what I've always been saying. In Europe, they put trade school like above college. Like college is like kind of like whatever. Like university. My brother finished 2 degrees at 2 different schools, and he said that the happiest he ever was after he finished trade school to be an electrician. Yeah, like he actually enjoys his job and he makes like a decent amount of money. He can't complain. He's like, all right, I mean, I can afford my groceries. Like, I'm not a doctor, but it's better than nothing. Because if he kept to his degrees, he'd be like working like at Starbucks or some shit. I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm not just saying that. College really matters for STEM and medical. Yeah, like engineering and stuff. Engineering, medical, lawyers. I think lawyers should go to school because it's like really hard. You have to be very thorough. College used to not be a scam because it was affordable. It wasn't like, you know, you break an arm and a leg over your fucking head to pay it off for the next 10 years. Yeah. My middle school had a welding class. Wait, that's so cute! Aw, welding class? That's cool, man. Yeah, I've never heard of that, but I think that's a good idea. You know, teaching little kids. Back in boomer times. Back in my day, we'd learn how to weld. Welding is not cute. Yes, it is. It's cool. I'm just imagining a bunch of little kids being taught how to weld. Like, what? It is cute! Oh yeah, teaching kids taxes. I didn't even know about taxes until I got my first proper job. Yeah. I had a job when I was like 16 or 17, but I didn't know about taxes until like 18. And even then it was like a shock to me, like an actual shock. I was like, what the fuck am I paying for? What? I'm not getting $200? I'm getting like $150 or $100? What do you mean? What? I was so pissed at my parents. I was like, what do you mean I'm not getting $200 for working? I'm getting what, 160? Can't believe this shit. I was like, this is unbelievable. I had no idea. My parents were like, yeah. American taxes are dumb. I got news for you. This was in America, so that's the funny part. I've heard people complaining in Switzerland and Germany about like getting their first paycheck and being like, wait, I thought I earned like, I don't know, 30K this year and it's only like 22? And they're like, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. People are like, it's just America. It's like, nope, it's not just America, girl. I don't know. I feel bad for her. I mean, she's like crying and stuff. I think everybody cries on the inside about, you know, being able to afford groceries but not being able to go out. I'm sure she just wants to get like some ice cream or something, or go for a movie or some shit. Maybe even dating. Like, dating's rough too, because like you have to kind of ration out your dating prospects. If you want to go out for a movie with someone, and that's like a fairly innocent time, like, let's be real, it's just a movie, right? You know, it's $40 for going to a movie for 2 people. It's like $20 each, maybe even more, depending. I haven't been to the movies in a long time, but I remember I used to have to ration going to movies when I was in high school. $40, where are you going to? I literally clarified for 2 people, $20 each. What? How much does a movie ticket cost now? How much does one movie ticket for an adult cost? Between $9 and $15, those con figure is $11.75. I don't know, man. I remember a long time ago, I remember paying $20 for a ticket once. Maybe it was $19. I don't know. I also haven't been to the movies in a really, really long time. Yo, but Jinga, thank you for 10 gifted, man. Red Eye, thank you for 1,000. Guys, thank you. Yeah, with food, like, don't ever get popcorn. Don't ever get popcorn. Like, try to sneak in some, like, I don't know, some candy. Yeah, hide snacks. Remember, if you buy a ticket, popcorn, and a drink, then it's $40? Yeah, I would say then it's probably $40 between two people. Maybe that's what I'm misremembering. But that's besides its point. As for single person? Oh. Okay, never mind then. I don't know, I'm talking out my ass, I guess. I think the last time I went to the movies was probably 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah. Yeah, if you include food, it's probably really expensive, just to top it off. You need to go outside more? No, I just don't like getting ripped off. What movie was it? I literally don't remember. I'm not gonna lie. I just want to afford basic groceries. I think everybody should have that right, man. Look, I used to have to budget my groceries really hard too. I totally get it. But like when bread becomes almost 200% more expensive and I can't even eat like toast anymore, like on a regular basis, I think that's where it becomes an issue. Yo, Red Eye, thank you for 5 gifted. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. Giga Chad's in the chat right now. Wonder Bread. Ew, no. I didn't buy that crap. I buy the one with the seeds on them. I go to church to get free bread every week. That sounds tasty. Make food cheap again? Heh. That's not gonna happen. Chat, we're gonna get starved to death. We're gonna have bread lines! Poggers! No. At my work, no joke, a whole gallon is $5.39. I hate it so much. Oh my god, a gallon is $5.39? Where do you fucking live, Hawaii? You don't have to tell me, I'm just joking, but like, what the frick, $5? My god. What is it, like organic milk straight from the titty? VTuber milk? How much does a bread maker cost? A decent one, probably like $100. Yeah. A carton of eggs in my area is like $8. I used to buy the really, really cheap, like, what is it called? Like, you know, it's like a cardboard and it basically has like blue writing on it. I used to buy those for like, I don't know, $2, $3. And now it's like $4 or $5. Yeah, maybe even $6, depending. Like at a gas station, it's probably like $6. Gas is cheap again. Oh boy. Loggers. Anyway. Enough bitching about how everything sucks. We should do a react. McDonald's E. coli. Guys, don't buy McDonald's. It's an E. coli breakout. Ooh, this looks interesting. Yeah, let's watch it. I'm gonna go pee first though. I haven't stood up since I started. Yeah. I'm gonna be right back, chat. You behave yourself, okay?
Oh, Metapod, Oh, Metapod, use Harden. Metapod, Harden. Oh, yeah, Metapod, you're so hard. Metapod, Harden. Oh, he's so hard. Look at those two hard throbbing Metapods. They're so strong and hard. Wow. Why are you so good at this?
It's my language, man. What's up with me?
You shut up. You shut the frick up. Hello! Hi! Rub my eyes. Man, I don't feel so good. Did SmugAlana cover the new Catholic anime mascot? No. I don't know enough about it. You fall asleep again? No! No, I didn't fall asleep! I was petting my dog. I pet my dog! Sorry. I like my tracking. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Hold on, let me thank people. I'm Goulier. Thank you for the 4 months. Bajinga, thank you for the Prime. Chaos Warrior, thank you for the Prime. JD Ward, thank you for the 5 gifted. Thank you, Azaline, for the 100 biddies. Pull up reviews from the previous game to see if it return to form pops up. I kind of doubt it, but. Biddy Mr. Thank you for the 100 biddies. Thank you, Ang Broda, for the 2 months. Pon Sky, thank you so much for the 10 months, man. Gagey streamers, Gagey. I'm not gay! Not gay! Evil Zombie Toe, thank you so much for the 2 months. Feta Griff, thank you for the sub. I really appreciate it, and I'm sorry if I missed anyone else. It's not scrolling down far enough because it's cringe. I hate stream elements sometimes. Prove it. Not gay! I don't want to be with women. I don't want to be with, like, another one of me. What a fucking headache. Alright, what's this? I saw something about a VA, like, tweet popping off, and I kind of glanced over it. I was like, I can't believe that's real. I thought maybe Legal Mindset would cover it, because I don't know how it works, but we'll see. Maybe they explain it. Let's see it. Crunchyroll just committed a federal crime. No, really. 5+ year crime. Ooh.
Well, guys, it turns out that Crunchyroll has committed a federal crime. And it's not something that they've done in just one instance. It's something that they've been doing for the last 5 years. We only found out about it very recently, though, on October.
Yeah, I saw this, and I was like, this is actually unbelievable. If this is true, they can get really, like, they can get into a lot of shit. First of all, they're gonna get sued, and the feds are gonna go after them to top it off. It's not just like a personal legal matter.
25th, when David Wald, a voice actor, tweeted that if he's been sent anything in the last 5 years in terms of fan art, fan letters, anything, then he has not received it because apparently Crunchyroll has been stealing all of it. This is in direct violation of US federal law, or more specifically, the US Code 1702, obstruction of correspondence.
Imprisonment and fine under this title for not more than 5 years or both, securities, embezzles, and destroys. Why would they do such a thing? That's horrible.
This has gone absolutely viral. Everyone is talking about it if they're in the anime sphere in the West. And I feel like it's not only the perfect opportunity to raise more awareness on this disgusting behavior, but to also sit down with you and show you why Crunchyroll has been a terrible company for years now, and that VAing for Crunchyroll is super competitive too. Like, just on a like baseline, it is extremely nepotistic. Is that a word? Nepotistic? Nepotistic? This only adds more to their shady, unpleasant history. Let's talk about it. So Crunchyroll, as it stands, is the biggest anime distributor / streamer in the West. So if you're outside of Asia, this is most likely the service that you're using for anime, unless you're a pirate. Some people, and even publications like the South China Morning Post, credit Crunchyroll for turning Japanese anime mainstream in the West. It's a very impressive company with its size in non-Asian countries and its catalog. But it wasn't always this anime licensing sweetheart. In fact,
I wonder if he's gonna cover the fact that they started mistranslating subtitles on purpose to like suit Western standards or like Western ideals. I have to wonder.
At some point, Japanese license holders wanted to take the website down. You see, the website was founded in 2006, and back then it was a pirating website. Not a single thing on this page is legal. But it wasn't just about anime, it was about anything. Whether it be Asian drama, things related to video games. It was like YouTube, but for pirates, where anything could be uploaded. There were no limits, except...
Wait! There's a World of Warcraft cinematic! There's a... They had everything too. They had music videos, Kingdom Hearts, and I had no idea they started off as a pirating website. That's actually really fun. That's fun.
Maybe adult videos. This is the exact website you would have seen in 2006.
Oh my god.
Bleach's 108th episode had just come out, and Naruto's 214th episode had just come out as well.
2006, man. It was
was a better time for sure. I agree, chat.
It's a crazy time capsule.
That's amazing.
In 2008, they somehow convinced a venture capital firm by the name of Venrock, based out of Palo Alto, California, to invest
all evil comes from Cali.
$4 million into them. After this, they sought to become—
Wait, Rock? Wait, hold on. Who said— what was the name of the company?
Somehow convinced a venture capital firm by the name of Venrock, based—
is that like a subsidiary of like BlackRock or something? I kind of want to research it. Hold on. Venrock, BlackRock. Venrock is a venture capital formed in 1969, investing activities in the Rockefeller family that began in the late 1930s. I see. I see very well. Hold on. I'm trying to find more. BlackRock funds Venrock. Funds with similar focus located in the United States. Venrock. So are they two different things? I don't know. I have to do a lot more research, but I don't know, maybe.
Out of Palo Alto, California, to invest $4 million into them. After this, they sought to become legal, a legitimate space to share anime content.
Of course.
On January 8th, 2009, they signed a deal with TV Tokyo to host episodes of Naruto Shippuden. Obviously, you can see how big of a deal that is. And immediately started to delete all the illegitimate content on its website that they don't hold rights to. They then continued to get more and more anime licensed from Japan for their Western audience. And you know what? They had a talent. They knew how to choose the animes that they licensed and then translated. Because of course there's—
yeah, you have to pick good animes. You do. Otherwise people won't give you money. Like, why would you translate some really boring, obscure anime? Like, there are flops. I'm not saying all anime is like amazing. There's flops, and that's what makes good ones stand out. Yeah.
a lot of anime that gets made every single
why would you
season.
Translate it?
This is what made them different. No one could really compete that much with them because anime wasn't really seen as a big deal until very recently. This is when Sony decided to create Funimation, a direct competitor of Crunchyroll, back in 2017. Now, of course, seeing that it's Sony, they had one hell of a lineup of popular anime, but they didn't really know how to pick more underrated ones that the Western audience would enjoy, at least not as well as Crunchyroll did. But honestly, who cares? You have an industry and you have multiple competitors all trying to do their own thing. That's very healthy. But unfortunately, that didn't last too long. In August of 2020, there were reports coming out that Sony actually wanted to buy Crunchyroll. Things were advancing.
Ooh, Monopoly, Crabopoly, Monopoly. Yay, Monopolies. I love Monopolies.
Saying they had offered $1.1 billion to buy it, but on March 24, 2021, as things were coming to a close, the United States Department of Justice extended its review of this because they thought that maybe, just maybe, this could become a monopoly of anime outside of East Asia. Somehow.
Oh boy. I sure hope the government doesn't let them become a monopoly, a crapopoly.
Out, okay? Some way. I don't know who got bribed, who got threatened, but it got approved. And in August...
I fucking knew it! I was about to say, I haven't heard of Funimation being like a Crunchyroll competitor in years!
2021, the deal was finalized. It was one of the biggest mistakes in the anime industry because this effectively meant that Sony had become the major monopoly when it comes to anime content.
They were lobbying anime back then, chat. Think about it. Funimation no longer exists? Wait, I thought Funimation still existed. Maybe I'm cooked? Sony of all companies? Yeah, we love Sony. Multi-billion-dollar company. Funimation? Oh! You're right. I thought it was still around. Okay, fair enough.
Outside of Asia. Seeing that Sony owned so many anime streaming websites, including Wakanim, which was in France, they decided to merge everything into Crunchyroll, really solidifying the idea that they're now a monopoly. One of the main reasons why people hate Crunchyroll, and of course Sony, is due to this monopoly. I mean, look at this.
As part of our transition, the price of your new Crunchyroll plan will increase from $54 a year to $99 a year! They almost doubled it, bro! That's insane!
insane! Enshittification! I'm telling you, chat, enshittification.
This email that was sent to existing Funimation customers when the merger happened. The first few paragraphs are reassuring you that, hey, don't worry, your account info isn't going to change, your watch history, all your preferences, everything is staying. But then you read the final paragraph and it says this. As part of our transition to Crunchyroll, the price of your new Crunchyroll plan will increase from $55 a year to $100 a year beginning January.
If I saw this, I never used Crunchyroll in the first place, or Funimation or whatever. The only time I ever used like streaming services was when Game of Thrones like had the final episodes, and I literally couldn't get a hold of pirating websites because they kept crashing because everybody wanted to watch them. I asked a friend if I could use their login info to watch it because it was like 3 days after it all happened, and I couldn't do it because it was all the websites I used was broken. Nobody could watch it. It was too laggy. I would 100% in this person's position start pirating instantly.
January 28th, 2025. So yes, the price you were paying had effectively doubled overnight, and you couldn't do anything about it. What were you going to do about it? Go to a different service? Oh wait, Sony owns everything, and now it's under Crunchyroll.
And stop telling me to get into torrents. My internet was so bad. My internet was too terrible. The only thing it could stream was like movies on streaming websites. I don't know what to tell you. And plus, I'm pretty sure my ISP didn't like that, and they started throttling me when I torrented. They didn't really mind when I streamed. Pirating streams. It was more so torrenting that they didn't like.
But even worse, and I think this is probably the worst part in all this, Funimation had something Crunchyroll didn't. Instead of having to pay for a subscription, you could just flat out buy the anime that you wanted digitally so you could watch it anytime. Well, Sony said, F you and what you own. You don't actually own anything. This was the explanation Crunchyroll gave you when you inquired about your Funimation digital copies. They said, we understand that you may have concerns about your digital copies from Funimation. Please note that Crunchyroll does not currently support Funimation digital copies, which means that
you will own nothing and be happy, chat.
Access to previously available digital copies will not be supported. However, we are continuously working to enhance our content offerings and provide you with an exceptional anime streaming experience. We appreciate your understanding and encourage you to explore the extensive anime library available on Crunchyroll.
So if you bought it, you didn't get a refund? You basically got told to go fuck yourself? That is insane. Why are you even allowed to do that? Oh, that's right, because they didn't sign you under a contract. It's not illegal.
This was a very disgusting corporate speak way of saying that everything you own is now in the gutter. You will never be able to access it again. F you. I mean, Ubisoft said that gamers should get used to not owning their copies. Look at their stock price. You do not want to be like Ubisoft. This is what a monopoly actually looks like, and it's terrible. That's not the only thing though. Look, anime is Japanese. It was created in Japan. Crunchyroll knows this, and they actually have a studio in Shibuya, Tokyo to make original anime. At some point though, they decided to use subscription money to create their own studio in Burbank, California to make anime within the United States.
I was about to say, this looks really not good for like just at a glance, and then I saw the rating. I didn't see the rating. My eyes immediately went to this and I was like, this is probably really bad or really mid. And then I saw the rating at the top right.
It states, as you can see from the rating, 1.6 out of 10, that was an utter disaster. High Guardian Spice is the biggest piece of shit to come out of anime in the last 10 years.
Let's go.
It was marketed as anime for diverse groups.
It's not enough for you to have like subtle gay interactions in anime. You need to just like you need to forefront the home of queer geek culture and have it all shoved in your face. I'm trans. Trans people don't walk around in the real world and scream that they're trans. They don't do that. They don't. They just want to like walk around and be like, yeah, like I'm just a person.
exist. It's so insane to me. You don't need to like do that. My gay best friend even said the show was dog shit. You don't even have to say gay. You could just say your best friend said it was dog shit. They probably just thought it was bad because of the writing, not even because they're shoving shit down your throat. No, everybody has to know I'm gay. I like men. It's not like, you know, a girl walking up to another girl and being like, oh my god, a bat's eyelashes, like, I want to kiss you, you're so pretty, and then be like, no, I'm a tsundere, actually, stop that. Like, why can't we just have that? They already have it in Japanese anime where little fucking anime girls go, I love you, you're so beautiful, and like, they hug each other and squeeze their boobs or something. Like, there's already inherent, what is it called, fan service that alludes to gayness. Nobody fucking cares in Japan about that. Clearly, because they have it in big animation studios.
Most notably highlighting their LGBTQ+ representation. Well, you know you fucked up when even people in the LGBTQ+ hate this fucking show to death. Like, no one likes this. This is... And
it makes the perception worse of, like, these people that just want to have, like, a normal show, like a show that's good, that is accepted, and it makes them look worse. Like, oh, I know it. It's all about the gays and how bad they are, and they can't make anything good.
Terrible. When you become a monopoly, you become lazy and complacent. You stop taking risks, and you completely forget what made you great in the first place. This show is proof of that. Oh, and let's not forget that at the end of 2023, they had to settle a class action lawsuit with their own consumers because they violated the United States Video Privacy Protection Act by disclosing its subscribers' personally identifiable information to third-party companies like Facebook, Adobe,
Facebook and Adobe. You're actually done. You're done.
etc. Of course, it's a very large list. They initially tried to deny the claim, okay? They lied, but then settled anyway to avoid any uncertainties or expenses associated with continuing the case. So not only were they a monopoly, not only did they double the price of annual subscriptions and are offering nothing to show for it, they were also selling their own users' data. And by
Yep, to Facebook, Meta, and Adobe, that's already dog shit AF. Isn't that fun, chat? Didn't we talk about this, like, with Uber and DoorDash? And how they used to be a pretty decent service, and then they got bought out. Yeah, they become like a monopoly, essentially, or a duopoly. Yeah, even a duopoly is bad, chat. Like, it's called competition for a reason, because if this shit happens, people can be like, oh shit, Crunchyroll kind of blows, huh? They're selling my data, maybe I should go somewhere else. Now people are like, hey, maybe I should go back to pirating. So people are forced to pirate because they literally can't access the content. Yeah, I mean, there's so many reasons to pirate. I know it's really unfair to like people trying to make money, like the studios that bust their asses trying to make money off of it. But at the same time, you have to give people options. You can't just be like good and then bad. You need something, like, you have to have everything in between anyway.
By the way, the settlement was terrible. It was $30 per Crunchyroll user. Like, wow, thanks. My data probably cost more than that. But these 3 reasons I just gave you, I think, are enough for you to think, wow, this is a terrible...
Your data is invaluable to advertisers. They sell your personal information and they target you with ads constantly. Why do you think that when you go on Crunchyroll or a different website, like an anime figure website, why do you think that shit pops up on your Facebook or Instagram like 2 days later? Yeah, because they want to sell you like figurines or whatever, like something that suits to your hobbies that they perceive.
Lazy monopoly that can do whatever it wants because no one can even compete. This brings us back to the crime that they committed against David Wald. Now look, David Wald is a seasoned voice actor. He's been in the industry for a long time. He doesn't just dub anime, which is the act of voice acting English dialogue for something that isn't originally in English, but he also voice acted in games. Some of the biggest animes he's done:
186 shows, 45 movies, 4 games, and additional 35, and then like shorts and narration. That's a lot. 294 roles? Holy smokes.
Dubbed in were Attack on Titan, My Hero Academia, or even Vinland Saga. Now you'd think that Crunchyroll would give a veteran voice actor like himself the respect he deserves. Well,
fuck
no.
you.
It turns out Crunchyroll has been receiving packages meant for David and distributing them to staff instead without him knowing.
That is so callous. Like, what? If you're an employee and you probably don't know, I would hope that this like belonged to someone else. You wanna know what I think they probably do is that they get this stuff and they're like, oh yeah, this is for David. Well, the employees don't need to know that. Yeah, I bet you. The employees probably don't know. And if they do, then they're pieces of shit, but I kind of doubt it.
For 5 years. Look at this tweet as an example. He says, "Dear fellow workers at Crunchyroll, below is a photo of the complete contents of one of the packages addressed to me that was open and distributed to employees. If you ended up in possession of any of it, I would very much like it returned to me."
That's so
And as
sad.
you can see, there are many things here. I should mention all of this is handmade. Even this, even though it looks like an official magazine. The character itself is
Yeah.
Inosuke Shindo, and this is someone that David voices in dub. And Harumi quote tweeted this, saying, "I remember when my friend put this together to send to you. It was a group effort. Everyone was so looking forward to you getting it. This is extremely heartbreaking."
That's so sad. It's all handmade too. They probably drew this stuff. Like, when are they to print it? It's like a docky, I'm guessing. They probably like had that done. Probably costed some, money. Hello? That's sad.
David replies and says, "I promise you the situation will be rectified. We're just lucky you sent me a photo of the unique contents and the USPS tracking info," to which Harumi said, "It was all their efforts in doing so. I really hope this gets resolved. I'm so sorry to hear about."
That's crazy.
So imagine taking so much time to make a care package like this specifically for the person dubbing your favorite character in an anime and finding out so much later that no, it was just passed around employees and he never received it. I mean, imagine how David feels having something like this made specifically for him and not even receiving and not even being notified about it. It's insane. There was a quote tweet saying that all the employees should be fired for this, but David specified the employees are definitely not to blame.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they probably labeled it as quite literally, hey, look at this promo material from like fans or, like you don't know any better. I don't think it was that deep. Again, if it was and you're a piece of shit, I personally wouldn't take it if I didn't know. But if I saw freebies, I'd be like, oh wow, that's so cool. Yeah, wow, thanks Crunchyroll. You got me this free stuff. Awesome, thank you.
Walked by the company freebies table and thought something looked cool. The management who elected to take this course of action, however, are another matter. If you work in a company that does a lot of collaborations, you'd understand this perfectly. The companies you work with will send you freebies all the time, and you take them. But someone else in higher management getting a package that says David Wald, choosing to open it and then distribute it to employees, that's something else entirely. I've also seen some people say, well, why didn't he just put his home address? This is partly his fault. Well, think about it this way.
That is such a dumb thing to do. That's why there's like forwarding services and PO boxes. Yeah, that's not how it works. It's doxing. I don't know. Sorry. I'm on their side.
There was a crazy obsessed fan out there. Wouldn't they just go to his house, knock on the door, and leave a package for him personally? What David did is actually very common. If you're watching this video and work in an office, you probably do the same thing. Maybe you send your Amazon packages to your office. That way you receive them on the job. And with no one letting him know that there's a package that arrived at Crunchyroll, like how would he know? The only reason he knew about this was because the people who sent it gave him the tracking info. He saw it arrived and that he never received it. That's what's incredible here. So what the hell happened?
So he caught them red-handed. It wasn't like something he found out through the work. It was because of a fan. Yeah.
Happens next. As you might have already guessed, stealing mail in the United States is a federal crime. I'd love to sit here and tell you that this is going to be the end of Crunchyroll, but the law itself is actually pretty damn vague. According to Legal Mindset, who is a lawyer on YouTube that I like to reference sometimes whenever there are legal problems, this line right here that says, before it has been delivered to the person to whom it was directed is the problem. So the law itself says, oh yeah, if you tamper with something before it's delivered to the person, you're in trouble. But what is the person? It says the person.
Oh, are they gonna say because it like got to the address? I bet you that's what the loophole is.
Person to whom it was directed. Well, technically, the package says David, sure, but the address is Crunchyroll HQ.
Yeah.
When the judge looks at this, they will actually side with Crunchyroll, unfortunately.
That's so cringe.
Because technically, the package arrived at the right address. Whether someone else opened it or tampered with it doesn't really matter. You're not the only one to think that this sucks, but unfortunately, that's the legal reality.
It's like if someone got... So the way it would be illegal is that if... It's really dumb and unfair. Yeah, it's like a legal loophole. The only way this kind of like makes sense is if it like got opened by someone that doesn't work at Crunchyroll. Like they stole it. Yeah, it was technically his address and it's his workplace. Yeah, that's so stupid. That is
I do hope that the higher-up manager, though, suffers direct consequences because this is disgusting, and we have to ask this question. How many other voice actors are going through the same thing without even knowing? This is why we need a statement from Crunchyroll ASAP. Crunchyroll has been in absolute silence. Everyone has been replying to their tweets asking for answers, and they only gave one on the 27th of October, 2 days after David Walt's tweet. A Crunchyroll spokesperson told Anime News Network that it's investigating the situation. Here's the full statement. Anime fans have a special connection with dub voice talent, and that emotional expression is important in fueling more love of anime content. We are currently investigating the matter regarding the allegation of undelivered fan mail to a voice actor. We respect the privacy of all our voice actors and do not
intentionally open mail.
Open mail or packages not intended for Crunchyroll. Any fan mail should be sent directly to talent and their management.
They did though! It's because his address is there! You're supposed to just intercept it! It's such a scummy corpo way of like getting away with like what they did.
That last sentence in particular is pretty damn dirty. Like, yeah, sure, okay, you can say that, but you could have also called David 5 years ago or just sent him an email 5 years ago when the first package came and told him, hey, your fan mail shouldn't be coming to us, it should come to you.
Yeah,
but no, instead, you chose to open it for 5 years, distribute it for 5 years, and only now are caught because he had a tracking number from a specific fan. So again, Crunchyroll is yet in another controversy and they come out extremely unlikable, as if it's effortless for them. Of course, David's allegations don't end here. He says in a tweet shortly after revealing that his mail's been stolen, saying, me thinking, geez, it's a good thing I didn't tell them about the gay discrimination, or the medical discrimination, or the union busting, or the continuous culture of fear, or the hostile workplace environment.
Oh, that's just corpos in general. I feel bad for him, but like, that's just corpos, man. All they want is your voice so that you can make them money.
Or 3 dots. Additionally, another voice actress by the name of Alexis Tipton replied to his tweet saying, oh my god, what the f***, adding this to the fact that they constantly give out free merch to the employees and voice actors aren't allowed to participate. We also no longer get free copies of our own work. We don't even get invited to Christmas parties.
There it is! You're just a voice for them. Yes! You're not an employee. Fuck you, bitch! And they were just wrong. I'm not a lawyer, but the main thing is that they didn't have permission for me to open the email. It was registered directly. There's the name of the mail. Again, I'm not a lawyer, but USPS is next saying team of lawyers and investigators could fuck up Crunchyroll. I think that legal mindset knows what he's talking about. It's just when you fuck with the government, it really depends on the situation. I think the legal loophole is that it arrived at his address specifically, and he's quote unquote under the employment of Crunchyroll, I would assume. They didn't say anything. It's under like the pretense of the intention and that they were doing this for many years. It's not like a one-off. This is for many, many years. They need to find evidence of like previous years of people doing this kind of thing as well. I think that could sway a judge. But I'm sure that going to like a team of lawyers with USPS will bring forth a lot of problems for them.
We are just a product. Look, there's a big worry already within the voice acting community that AI is going to come in and steal all their jobs. The fact that Crunchyroll treats their voice actors like complete, utter, disposable trash on the street tells me that they're probably already looking into AI technology to not have to hire voice actors ever again.
Well, yeah, it saves them money. I'm not even saying, look, I'm gonna have a take here, a hot take. They are a company. They don't give a fuck about you. If they can cut corners, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I'm not trying to be callous. I feel bad for them. This is so unfair. But at the same time, if you want to make the maximum amount of profit, which they obviously really care about since they took over and doubled the price during 2024, this isn't from like, you know, 5-10 years ago. This is like 2024. They doubled the price for the yearly subscription. Almost doubled. You really think they care that much? I don't know.
Monopolies suck, and I hope that Crunchyroll gets what's coming to them. I also hope that David can get all of his stuff back, but unfortunately the idea of a lawsuit doesn't really seem very viable, or at least that's what legal experts say. Guys, stay safe out there, and if you have any important mail coming your way, do not list your company as the address, just send it straight to your door instead. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video whenever that is. I love you. Mwah.
That's crazy, bro. That is insane. P.O. box, guys, P.O. boxes are really expensive. I don't know why people think that it's really easy to get. I understand why he did what he did. I understand why he put Crunchyroll as his address and stuff, but yeah. There's really, really big lines for, what is it called? There's big wait lists for P.O. boxes in certain areas. It's really crazy. I remember trying to get a P.O. box a long time ago, and it was like, you know, I had to wait a week or two, and now it's like you have to wait years. Alana ads started right at the end. I know! I'm aware. I'm not gonna pause this last 30 seconds of the video. I'm sorry. I'm also kind of tired, so I didn't see it until it was too late. Years, yes, certain areas, because there's not a lot of P.O. box spots. Sometimes it takes years to get a to get on the wait list and then like move it out to get the P.O. box. I had a friend that waited 2 years for their P.O. box. No joke. Why did he looking devious on that thumbnail? Good question, I don't know. Did he always looking devious, bros? Top right for science! Maybe another day, chat. I'm so disgusted with this like Crunchyroll, but this is evil. I just... Corpos don't even try to like appear. Some corpos. You know, some corpos will try and hide it, you know, with money, charity donations, you know, appearing not evil. But some people really don't care. They just like brush it under the rug and are like, all right, keep buying our slop. That's kind of the problem. Again, I have to go back to like the whole monopoly thing. Monopolies will get away with a lot more than people who compete with each other. Yeah. What you gonna do? Cry about it? Stop using our thing? Not everyone is smart, chat. You have to consider not everyone is smart and is gonna go to pirating. Like pirating and torrenting, period. Yeah, people want their anime. They want it fast, they want it quick. You know, it's annoying navigating piracy websites. The same thing as the US government was like, wait a minute, this could be a problem, and delayed allowing the merger. Then they were like, never mind, this is fine. Oh, well, you don't know what's happened behind closed doors either. It could have just been a complete buy-off by Sony with lobbying and shit. We just don't know for sure. Stupid people they're protecting too. I'm kind of on the fence about like certain things. I think stupid people need to learn. But also some stupid people never learn. That's the problem. Lots of companies need to be broken up. Yeah. I think competition is healthy. It's very much shown in the video game industry that even for something like a titan like Blizzard, they are still kings of the MMO market, even with Square Enix and Final Fantasy and a couple of other ones. They are the titans. People put up with their slop.
it's hard to break like 20-year-old slop that people have been ingesting for years. Is a piracy also a crime that might dissuade people? There's ways around it. Yeah, there's ways around not being caught, but that's again a workaround, and a lot of people don't want to put in the effort. You know, it is a crime. I'm not going to deny that piracy is a crime. It's essentially stealing. It's digital piracy, stealing. But sometimes you also have to think about, like, what other option is there? Do I really want to give my money to, like, a piece of shit corporation that treats people like crap and steals their stuff and then says, haha, you can't sue us, ha 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 ha. You know, like, we did nothing wrong. Or like Nintendo, like, you know, shutting down emulators and putting people into jail, proverbial jail, like slavery essentially, with fines. It's like, is it really wrong for people to like pirate games that they can't even access anymore? Like, if you gave us the access, then maybe we wouldn't do it. Yeah, frick Nintendo. Nintendo. Yeah, like old Nintendo games and stuff like that. Give people the option, they'll probably gravitate towards it because it has the path of least resistance. If you make the price too high or you make it too difficult, then people are gonna have issues. Nintendo. I don't want to pay $200 for Pokemon Platinum on eBay. That's what's really sad. I have a lot of nostalgia for old games, but some of them are like either dead or you can't even buy them anymore. I am not fucking buying $60 for Black and White 2. And then going through the process of getting it to run on my Windows friggin' 10 when it was made for Windows fucking Vista was such a pain. I'm sure people understand. Like, you go and get an old game and you want to play it, and then you have to jump through hoops of fire trying to figure out what's wrong with it. You have to find patches, you have to find, like, workarounds, and then those workarounds don't even work anymore because the fucking OS is, you know, 10 years out of date, and, like, such a pain. Fallout 3 in New Vegas? No, because those are on fucking Steam! Like, yes, there's workarounds. I'm talking about games that don't even exist. Of use of virtual machine running Windows experience. That's what I'm... Guys, you don't understand! That's like such a massive step for stupid people! You guys are all technologically literate, I would hope. The problem is the more steps you start implementing, the more difficult it is for people who just want to play a game. You think that fucking dad, the 40-year-old dad with 10 kids, is gonna know how to fucking run a VM? You're spouting it at me. Like, okay, I could. First of all, I don't really have time for that shit. Like, maybe like fucking 5 years ago when I was jobless, I could probably figure it out because I'd have the time and the dedication to do it. But at the same time, I just want ease of access. Is that too much to ask? I can teach him? Yeah, while he's got 10 kids screaming at him and shit. Yeah, same shit with ad blockers. People take a path of least resistance and then they wonder, why? Ads! A lot of 10 ads! Ads! You guys see people complaining about ads all the fucking time. Every time an ad roll comes up, people start fucking crying about, like, Adblock is like the simplest thing to install. It's easier to install than a fucking VM. Like, stepwise, right? You go to extensions and then you go Adblock, right? VM is more complicated. I'm just saying, like, you guys always say, oh, it's so easy, it's so easy. It's like, it's more difficult. It's more difficult than you perceive. You're just smart, surely. Try telling your grandma to install an ad block, and that's how people feel about other things. Anyway, that was a great video. Check them out. Blah, 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 blah. That is bad. I need to pee again. I just chugged another fucking water bottle. Does the fans feel better? Ooh, the Starfield review. Don't fall in. I won't. We're gonna watch Starfield. What the fuck? I'll be right back.
Why are you so good at this?
My language, man. What's up with me?
Oh, Metapod. Oh, Metapod, use Harden. Metapod, Harden. Oh, yeah, Metapod, you're so hard. Metapod, Harden. Oh, he's so hard. Look at those two hard throbbing Metapods. They're so strong and hard. Wow.
What's that? Why is there ass on the screen? Why not? What do you mean? I got a stuffy nose, chat. Did you eat something? It's been 2 minutes! How would I eat something? No! I did not. She has a ligma. Fuck you. Lick my nuts! Go eat something? No. Sorry, I'm working. Can't eat in 2 minutes? That's crazy. Are you stupid or just stupid? No, how the fuck am I gonna eat in 2 minutes? How? How? Alright. Bethesda fans deserve what they get! Starfield DLC review. Oh boy. Fun. Yeah, I heard it's ass. Get it? Ass. Bum, 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 bum. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Boom.
Shortage space is so expansive, so handcrafted. Oh, I love you, Todd Howard. Slippery little bastard. I got you. Let's take off that mask, shall we?
You.
Todd Howard. Yeah, and I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you stupid fans. You call yourself Bethesda
I wonder how much money they made off that DLC. Truly. They could have probably made more money re-releasing Skyrim.
fans,
For like the
Starfield
15th
fans are the
time.
real Bethesda fans because I'm gonna stop you right there. These Starfield fans, are they in the room with us now? Let me grab my Luigi board.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to make contact with them. Pimps! Held up!
Wait, hold on. I actually want to check Twitch.tv. Is there a Starfield section? Starfield. How many people are playing right now? Like right this second? Oh, 101 viewers. Oh, that's crazy. It's almost like the game is dog shit.
fans had to suffer for 6 months, Cyberpunk fans had to suffer for 2 years, but Bethesda fans have been suffering for the last 15 years. For the better part of the last 2 decades, Todd's been fucking Bethesda fans like a guard at Arkham Asylum, just murdering that clussy thrice over. Have you ever wondered why that is? I'll tell you. In 2010, Obsidian made New Vegas, a game that many
it was made by Obsidian, not Bethesda.
consider to be one of the greatest games of all time.
Crazy.
Fans loved gunning down animals with a 50 caliber rifle while wearing a duster jacket and singing Big Iron, Big Iron. And of course by that I mean they loved the hookers, gambling, and blow. God knows I do.
Oh yeah.
That's why you don't play roulette.
Classic.
But Obsidian didn't just make New Vegas. They made Todd Howard their bitch. People respected Todd's baby, but they loved Obsidian's baby, and Todd disliked that. Todd was disrespected by that. So Todd made a pledge to punish Bethesda fans for the rest of eternity. Todd would force the Bethesda fans to hype up every game he made, market it like it was gonna be even better than New Vegas, and then rug pull them on launch with their worst game yet. He would
I still don't understand why people slurp and glurp. Like, I understand that Fallout and franchises that Bethesda has been involved in before being really good. They are. In like a storytelling way, and like the idea of it, but after not New Vegas, sorry, 76, I don't understand it. I really don't. Wait, was that? Wait, what? Everyone spamming? What the fuck? Are you serious? Oh my god, yo, Toilet King, thank you to 20, man. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you. Good lord. Thank you so much. Oh my god, Skyrim was mid. You take that back! Those are magnum opus!
make the fans like Sisyphus pushing the BBW up the hill. Surely it would devastate them, Todd thought. Stomping all over him like that for decades, it would break any fan, he thought. But unfortunately, Bethesda fans are into that shit because they were never in it for the games in the first place. They're in it for the hype train leading up to the release.
Well, yeah, because it makes them a lot of money. Because everyone thinks it's going to be amazing. They buy the game, they play it for 3 hours, they huff on copium, and then they can't get a refund. Yeah. Yeah, that's just about it. And then mods usually make the game playable. Skyrim baseline by itself was alright. Like, it was pretty good. What made it really good was the mods. Oh, yeah. Mod community carrying Bethesda once more. Why not just hire people that make the mods to, like, help on the game? Oh, no, that would make less money because you'd have to hire more people.
Freebasing off that high of limitless possibility. They're getting off on the foreplay. They don't even need to fuck. Better than New Vegas? Worse than New Vegas? Who gives a damn? Todd could schedule his next shit for November 11th, and Bethesda fans would start speculating on how big it'll be. The struggle towards the heights is enough to fill a Bethesda fan's heart. One must imagine Bethesda fans happy. Fuck you, Todd. Don't believe me? Let's take a look at
Bethesda fans and happiness does not coincide. That does not compute with me at all.
history. Fans loved the deeper role-playing mechanics of New Vegas, so when fans heard about a Fallout 4, they thought, I wonder how much deeper these RPG mechanics can get. Then Todd said, deeper? How about shallower and fucking busted? Surely those crayon eaters are gonna be pissed, said Chess Club alumni Todd Howard. 10 out of 10, retard!
Maybe this was just something he had to do to get back at all the people that made fun of him. He'll make like a really mediocre game. He'll get carried by the mods. But he'll keep re-releasing Skyrim to get back at all those jocks that made fun of him and be like, who's laughing now?
Never misses. But Todd, where the hell are all the role-playing mechanics? Why are all these characters so boring? Boring? Fuck you, you ungrateful prick. Now all the NPCs are gone. Oh, you don't mind? You put 1,000
I can't... Chat, I have a personal anecdotal story. There was a person that played BDO a long, long time ago, back in like I think it was 16 or 17. That person was a massive whale on BDO, and they loved... Oh my god, wait! Holy shit! Lena! Oh, you are so sweet, thank talking about Starfield and how it's awful. The DLC. Guys! Is that a flower for me? Oh my god, you shouldn't have. You were so sweet, Elena. Guys, go check out Elena. She's super cute. She's super adorable. Oh, this is what happens when women enter my stream. I get distracted. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I had like a friend of a friend that played BDO in 2016. The only people that played Fallout 76 were his friends and him, and they wailed on that game like crazy. I'm not even joking, like thousands of dollars. Just wailing into the game while playing BDO. They were kind of like a rich kind of people. You know, doing whatever they want with their money. What's BDO? Black Desert Online. It's a Korean MMO. Played it a long time ago. Made a lot of friends on there, and then I quit. But yeah. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
Hours into the game, hop off my ethereal dick. And with that, the only fan of Fallout 76 was extinguished. So now no one liked Fallout 76 at launch. It was so bad that even Bethesda fans had to admit it was bad. They talked about how horrible it was.
I still can't believe there was like 3 hours worth of bugs that people recorded on Fallout 76, man. There's a video that's 3 hours of bugs in the game at launch. It wasn't like, you know, shortened or lengthened. It was just displaying the type of bugs that it had. I watched the video, by the way, while I was cleaning my room one time. It was crazy. It had 1,000 bugs!
Was how Todd was a liar, how they could never trust Bethesda ever again. Even Todd had to admit that
sometimes it doesn't just work.
Ha, very funny, Mr. Todd. I don't know. I always thought Todd was really lovable in like a really goofy kind of way. Like he approves of this, man. They could make it so good. He's just a lovable asshole. I don't know how to describe it. Maybe that's why they haven't failed yet. Todd has too much to give. Tells us sweet little lies every day in our little ears.
Listen, we messed up, people. We know we made an MMO where there's nothing to do. That being said, buy Starfield where there's nothing to do on thousands of maps. Gargle the slot pipe. Consume the slot. You window lickers. Why are you all laughing right now? I'm not joking. And here's where the twist of fate comes. This is the first time where Bethesda fans got truly angry with Todd. Not because of the shallower-than-ever RPG mechanics, the empty maps, or the removal.
I do have to preface, the idea of Starfield is great, but why would you make it so bad when you already have No Man's Sky? No Man's Sky was a complete failure in my eyes, and to many people too. But at least they fixed the freaking game. The DLC is also free, I'm pretty sure, is it not? The DLC here is $40!
Because of the shallower-than-ever RPG mechanics, the empty maps, or the removal of gore, but because they slightly improved the combat and gun.
Oh yeah, shooting in the butt.
Play. Their favorite game, Morrowind, critically acclaimed RPG, has the shittiest gameplay you've ever seen, and that's just the way Bethesda fans like it. So
Hey, that was back then. I accept a little bit less shittiness now. Yeah, I don't know. At least it was playable. It was bad. Yeah, it was great back then.
This betrayal caused an upheaval. People were burning their Todd jerseys, ripping down their Todd statues. But in the midst of the chaos, the good news for Todd was that this is the golden age of gaming for fuck-ups like him. Nowadays, every bad game gets a chance to become mediocre with just a couple years of updates. And if the anime's good enough, shit, you might just reach the coveted "the game has always been good" status where your face.
I've never once understood that. Starfield, I don't think it will ever redeem itself. Unlike No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky did eventually redeem itself, and it had like a comeback arc, but that took a long time. I think it took like 2 years. Yeah, I think around about.
Fans voluntarily erase all the bad memories to make more room for hype. But in Bethesda's case, this is just a quarterly disappointment model. Bethesda fans ask for a car, you can have a car, but you can't have wheels. God damn it, can't have shit on the move.
I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it.
Managed to keep the wheels on your totally unmodded car. Well, now you can't leave, you dumb bitch. Say 3 times.
Oh, Lord, help me.
Todd marries and kiss your toddy pillow goodnight to enter Todd's cum dungeon below the map. Don't like the bullet sponges? We've added a bunch of difficulty sliders. Go ham.
My favorite quote from Bethesda fans, like Giga Bethesda fans, it's like, oh, well, it's, you know, it's just naturally like this. Bethesda always had bugs like this. I remember playing Fallout 3 in 2008 as a kid and running into stupid bugs that made me either fall through the ground or I couldn't complete a quest or the NPC bugged out because it's an escort. It annoyed the ever-loving fuck out of me, but the rest of the game was at least actually fun. Even Fallout New Vegas had horrible, unplayable bugs. You'd have to reload that shit or get mods to fix it. I get it, but Starfield is inexcusable.
But if you think you know balancing better than Todd Emperor Todd, we're nerfing your XP generation. Want mods? Have mods. God bless.
Oh, yeah.
Brothers, keep on fighting the good fight. But don't forget to check out the $8 mod that adds a 20-minute mission. Fuck you, Todd. Want a reason?
$8 for a mission? Yo, chat, I'm gonna start charging people to watch stream. It's gonna be $2 a stream. If you don't do that, you get banned. $2? Yeah! American dollars, not $2. Australian or something. That's ridiculous.
And to build a base, sure, we'll let you craft ammo. Get those sweatshops up and running, you crazy kid. Just one little catch. The final ingredient can only be bought at Home Depot 7 at a time. So enjoy your 20 rounds of 45. Oh! Sun Yin's gonna get a 5-cent raise after that bullet's performance.
I mean, you laugh at this, but there was actually a prospect a long time ago for Call of Duty to actually charge you for ammo. This is an actual fact. Also, Kutan, why'd you give me $2, you piece of shit? I would refund you if I could, but I can't. I hate you. What? No, I'm serious. There was a prospect, the CEO of EA, I believe. They actually thought about, like, seriously thought about the idea. Was it COD? I swear it was COD, but it was for Battlefield EACO Prospector. Okay, it was Battlefield. Okay. Battlefield was considering it seriously. To make it so you have to pay money for bullets in a virtual game. They thought it would. Yeah.
Stay there, I gotta go see if my Home Depot's got my doohickeys back in stock. I said get the fuck out of my way, I'm going to Home Depot. You asked for better maps, and you got them. The new maps are actually very nice. I've got nothing bad to say about this. Now, as for performance improvements, that is not why it's a better time to play. Todd, any...
Yeah, the gameplay finally after... When did Starfield release? Hold on. Starfield release date. When did it come out? September 6, 2023. It's been over a year. So it's playable now, chat, after a year.
Any thoughts on the performance issues? Stop being poor. Squad, get this broke bitch!
I will... That's actually an unironic, tweet, by the way, chat. It's an interview. Todd said, you need to upgrade your PC if you're struggling. The engine for Fallout and Starfield has been around since 2006, if I'm not mistaken. Why would I need to upgrade my PC? Are you kidding me? What do you mean? It's like a spaghetti-coated engine from 2007. What are we doing? Wait! Oh my god. Elastic with 10 gifted! I really appreciate it. Still full price? Yes, of course.
Poor. Squad, get this broke bitch out of Todd's sight. What GPU did he have? A 3080. Ah, okay. Oh, you want a nice big DLC like Far Harbor? Okay, you freak. I'm more of an Operation Anchorage man, but you know what? Massive Rod Howard's got a gift for you. Go ahead, open it. What do you think? There's nothing in there. It's just another empty map. None.
$30. It's not even $15. Like, I'm not saying it's okay that it's 15. It is $30 fucking dollars. Oh my god!
No. There's handcrafted nothing in there. That is a handcrafted empty map. The shitted space DLC is a bread sandwich.
If I remember correctly, the DLC for Starfield also only had 3 hours worth of gameplay in terms of story. Yeah, I don't know. $3, that's $10 an hour. That's like... That's kind of crazy if I think about it. I usually play games for like at least 100 hours. They're worth like $30. At least.
It starts fine, it ends fine, but there's nothing in the middle, and an hour after you've eaten it, it feels like you haven't eaten anything at all. With the added bonus of being $30 poor. It's late stage horse armor, except people wanted to buy the horse armor. Half the people that own this DLC from the deluxe edition don't even know it came out. My favorite new mechanic from this DLC's marketing, because of course they didn't bother to add any to the game, is Bethesda's marketing this as handcrafted. You watch the trailer and they say completely.
As opposed to what? AI crafted? What is that marketing choice? The person that wrote handcrafted needs to get like removed. What do you mean? Ass crafted? As opposed to what body part? Procedural generation. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, handcrafted. We shat it out in like 3 months.
Crafted. You watch the trailer and they say
completely handcrafted world.
Then cut to someone using their hand to craft, like this chick showing up for work as some ancient Miyagi-Do technique or some shit. The reality is they're selling Bethesda fans their fat assets back. We had handcrafted, they took it away, and now they're selling it back at a premium. Now is it premium? Hell no. Why is he twiddling his little toes? This is aggressive.
This is me. I'm just pondering. Very cute, very demure, very mindful chat.
AI, he's literally twiddling his fucking feet. Let's
At least the feet are censored.
get into it. The planet's on its period, so everything's blazing red all the goddamn time, stealing Blood Dragon's entire heavy flow. The city's like the LP version of New Atlantis, still lacking any modicum of personality. The side quests are boring as hell, and all the RPG mechanics got left behind in New Vegas. Not to mention, the story's 5 hours long, that guy's toupee almost flew off, and 3 of those hours are filler. Most of the new weapons are actually reskins, there's no new ship parts, no new companions. I forgot to say anything about the characters because none of them are even mildly remarkable.
I mean, that's just the base game, though. I watched a very in-depth analysis of Starfield. I never played it myself, but... do you really want me to experience this crap for myself? I don't really want to suffer.
People are gonna be wishing that Oliver was here begging to be shot. Actually, I take that back. This guy told me to shoot his son for going on vacation. Tough but fair. And Bethesda meat riders keep saying that there's a ton of side content, but my brothers in Todd, where the fuck may that be? Under this chick's dick, I'm lost. Who is even the Great Serpent? Is she packing the Great Serpent? Do I have it? Also, I've gotten used to our decisions not mattering, but your decisions have hit an all-time low of not mattering at all in the grand finale of this DLC.
Wait, what? Why do you have a car? Why do you have a car in outer space? I don't understand. Can someone explain that one to me? It's clipping through the window. It's clipping through the window!
Check this out. Spoiler alert. The game ends and they give you 2 choices. Fight the man or help the man. Help the man and he'll tell you to go sacrifice yourself, which triggers a
Chat, don't sacrifice yourself. Don't listen to them.
game over screen, so you really only have one option: fight the man. Then once you fight the man and his pawns, you get to decide which house rules the world, which only changes who gets pissy about your choice. Don't expect any unique rewards, widespread consequences, character deaths, or any feeling that any of this matters outside of you pissing off one of the 3 lobotomites in this.
Yeah, at least with Fallout New Vegas, you had factions that you could, like, you know, talk to, even if you pissed off one or the other. Nuka-Cola again. Yeah, I thought the Nuka-Cola DLC was so bad. Like, it was kind of fun, but it was also really freaking annoying, if that makes sense. Like, the idea was there, but it was really, like, poorly performed. Yeah, but at the same time, like, the Nuka-Cola one was so ass. With Fallout New Vegas, you had consequences to siding with, like, different alliances and different clans.
And they go, hey, while you're at it, as long as you're deciding shit, holy war on the Gentile planets, yay or nay? Say nay, and they go, fair enough, you get an apartment, go take a nap. Say yay, and they go, all right, we'll go start a holy war, but you go start the holy snore, buddy. You go take a nap.
All right, now who's gonna make these uniforms? You go, boss?
Do what I do and tell them all to go to hell, and they'll calmly state, Get the fuck off our $30 planet! But here's the key to an apartment. Still go take a nap before you do. Why the fuck is the Space Crusade a random decision on the end? That should have been the whole DLC.
That sounds like a way better idea.
All around this DLC is $30 to go visit the cum station. Nothing more, nothing less. Don't like it? Todd doesn't give a fuck. He's got Fallout shelter money thrice over.
Chat. I unironically installed this for about 2 hours when I had to go somewhere and I had to stand in line. I think it was the DMV actually. I played this on my phone for 2 hours and I was bored out of my fucking mind. I uninstalled it afterwards. I was just really bored. My brother plays this game a lot. How much do they pay? How much do they give money? Like, how much money have they given? I wonder. You only had to wait 2 hours at the DMV. He does it free to play. I was so bored, but I imagine it prints money from stupid people. Yeah.
Shelter money thrice over. He's living somewhere tropical, jerking off on Versace sofas. He's off.
Holy shit, Versace sofa. $38,000. Looks like crap too.
He's off getting lost in the 4,000 square foot of his 10,000 square foot Scarface mansion. And I almost had hope that they were gonna turn things around. And then I came across an Elder Scrolls Blades listing on the App Store and realized Bethesda's too busy getting caviar licked off their balls to realize what.
This guy's such a word poet. This guy is a craftsmith, man.
What fans actually want from their games. But we still love Todd, and I know that one day he will bring us back to a new level of prosperity.
On that note, then, what have you been playing lately? Have you been, what's been inspiring you lately?
Let's see. I do jump a lot lately between Diablo 4.
I do not want to hear from like a lead, like CEO game dev that they unironically play Diablo 4. I'm sorry. I love Diablo. Like, from the bottom of my heart, I really do. I'm not trying to like say this like, oh my god, I hate Diablo. I love Diablo. Diablo is such a good franchise, but my god, it's like they took Diablo, ripped it out of its graveyard, like its grave, and then took a big fat dump all over it. That is not a good game to play. Even the ones that love Diablo 4, they say it's garbage. Elder Scrolls 6 will never come out. No, it'll come out and it'll be like a mobile game. Watch. They'll be like, we never implied it would be a PC game, you guys.
Depending on my mood.
We're doomed, everyone! Pack it up, please! Take me back! Take me back! Take me back! Take me back!
Hey, you.
Oh my god.
You were trying
Dude,
to cross
Skyrim, the
border,
first time
right?
playing it was magical.
Walked right into that Imperial ambush. Same as us. And that thief over there.
Nothing will ever change that shit.
Skibidi was fine until you rizzed along.
I hate everything. Chat, nothing will ever beat you playing Skyrim for the first time when you're like 12 years old. Like between 8 and 12 years old, you first launch up the game, nothing will beat it, sorry. You can cope yourself to death, I'm just giving you the reality. I'm gonna hang myself from my balls now. Nice. Take me with you. 12, like 24? Holy shit. How's that fucking 1 foot in the grave feeling, huh? God, I'm old! Chat, I'm joking, guys. I'm kidding, guys. If you're old right now, like, nothing will ever feel like the first time playing Skyrim. Like, listen to this music. Listen to this. We will never get this back. We can only hope that the indie industry will manage to capture some of the essence that you felt when you walked through Skyrim.
Or Oblivion, whichever one you prefer. I liked Fallout. I liked it a lot. Skyrim was my second favorite. The waterfalls rushing. The trees rustling. You getting your first mod with the big booby companion. You will never get that back. That's okay. You can try to relive your nostalgia, but it doesn't tickle the same way. Skyrim had amazing music. Amazing composers. Amazing mods with big boobies. I will never forget. It was my friend's friend in school. We had to bring them homework. I've told this story many times. There was a guy that we decided to bring their homework in because we were like friends with him. And he was sick, like he was sick with a cold, and we came into his room and his mom was around and he was like taking care of stuff. He left open his Skyrim and it started like doing the panning thing where it like starts going around the character. And he had a companion. They were like in a room. I don't even know what room it was. Maybe it was like his, I don't know, his dungeon or some shit. It was one of the companions. And she had kind of like, it wasn't slutty or like really revealing, but it was kind of obvious that it was like a, you know, like a skimpy outfit. Let's put it that way, you know, like a little bit above skimpy. And she had massive honkers. Yes, not, yeah, I think it was Serena, yes. Fantasy armor, no, it was more revealing than that. It was more revealing than her normal outfit. And it was panning around and I noticed her boobs are massive. And I was like, oh, you like Skyrim? And he's like, how do you know that? I was like, I don't know, just my brother played that game. I think I recognize it. And he like was like really awkward. He's like, yeah, yeah, I love that game. The companions are awesome. I still replay it every once in a while with like really, you know, like a lot of mods, and sometimes my computer crashes and I was like, I bet I know why. Yeah, I think I recognize those boobies from somewhere. And then there's a lockpicking mod that has like the moaning women. I was like, that was something else. Yeah, the first time I played Fallout, that was amazing. I still remember it to this day. Those honkers were taking too much RAM, yes. I don't know. Bethesda was like in the right place at the right time. A lot of people thought it was, you know, normal to have like buggy games and stuff, but I think it had a lot of soul in it still. Deceptive amount of soul in it. Wait, let me pause this though. What's going on in the land of X and Y's? X and X. Wait, shit. Ooh. This looks interesting. Skyrim was fun even with the bugs. I know, and I hate when people are like being disingenuous and saying stuff like, oh, Skyrim was always bad. It's like, yeah, but at least it was fun. It had a compelling story. The companions were, you know, fun. Yeah, sure, the animations sucked and like it was kind of bare bones, and the music was amazing. It was immersive and cool. What does piss me off is reselling Skyrim 15 million times. Because Todd needed a new mansion or whatever. Or had to make investors happy. No, the removal of RPG stuff made it suck. Yeah, but it catered to a bigger, broader base, and it was a lot of fun for normies as well. And children, I would say. Yeah, I don't know. not a simple-minded and enjoy simple games. Like, I just think that they should go back to RPGs and produce RPGs with a lot of RPG elements. The combat sucked, I agree. The scaling was bad, but I still think it had a lot of soul in it. Anyway, let's watch it. He went on Joe Rogan. Killed someone 38 days later. Oh boy. Return to making RTS games? Yeah, those are out of fashion. Alright, let's do it. 3, 2, 1, boom.
On the 1st of February 2024, Sheldon Johnson appeared on the Joe Rogan Experience. 38 days later, he was arrested and charged with murder.
Why does it look like he's making meth?
It was episode 2096, with Joe Rogan, Sheldon Johnson, and another person named Josh Dubin. Josh had been on the podcast 6 different times before, explaining on an earlier episode that he was a lawyer who worked with wrongfully convicted felons.
We're here to get the word out about wrongful convictions.
In 3 out of 6 of Josh...
Yeah, there's a lot of wrongful convictions. I remember hearing a horrifying story of some guy being in prison for 80 years. Or was it 70 years? Or was it 60? I can't remember. It was some absurd amount, man. And they get no justice. And they just take away their life, essentially. The one from Japan? No, not the one in Japan. It was here in America. It was a black man that was convicted for murder that he didn't do. Yeah, it genuinely does happen a lot.
His appearances,
Not everyone,
he'd
but
bring
a
these
lot.
wrongful convicts to tell their story.
He spent 3 decades in jail for murders that he didn't commit.
So when Josh brought in Sheldon Johnson, it seemed this would be another positive episode, but it quickly became apparent that Sheldon was slightly different.
I figured we'd do something a little bit different. Typically, the person sitting to my right is someone that was wrongfully convicted. Sheldon is guilty.
Sheldon had only just been released from a 25-year prison stint, but Josh had brought him on specifically as an example of someone who'd been given an unfair amount of time, believing Sheldon never deserved his 25 years in prison. Well, you can be the judge of that. Born 1975, Sheldon Johnson grew up in the Martin Luther King Jr. Towers, aka a poverty-stricken housing project in Harlem, New York City.
Yeah, I've heard
His
about that,
entire
yeah.
family tree had been in and out of prisons.
My father was incarcerated. He did about 15 years. I was incarcerated.
Ooh, that you just don't know any better, huh?
My grandfather was
sucks.
incarcerated. My great-grandfather was a slave. And my son killed somebody when he was 12 years old.
12? Yeah, it's like a domino effect. It's really sad. It's like a behavioral thing.
Sheldon was the only one in his family who had functional hearing.
My mother's deaf, my father's deaf, my sister's deaf, my aunt is deaf. I grew up in a deaf household.
Therefore,
All of them deaf except him? That must be tough, dog.
his father, a drug dealer, brought Sheldon along to help him translate
Wait,
deals.
he was deaf and he... That's insane. Hold on, though. He's deaf. His grandpa and dad did time and committed crimes and they were deaf? I'm just trying to think of the logistics. Like, if you're a thief, like, don't you have to hear your surroundings better? Yeah.
And by the age of 12, Sheldon had joined the exact same line of work.
I started selling drugs. Guy offered me an opportunity to be a lookout, and I would just stand there, and eventually I just slowly moved up the ranks. It turned me into this person
like a
that I was
pyramid.
never meant to be.
As a result, he began to rack up charges.
Driving without a license, standing on the corner, little small petty drug cases.
And spent most of his teens in the Rikers Island prison, although it'd be after his release at the age of 21 that things went downhill badly. He'd commit 2 different armed robberies, receiving a sentence of 50 years in prison, which Josh argued was incredibly unfair, given only one person received minor injuries.
He got hit in the head with the gun right here on the side of his head.
50 years for that. Yeah, I don't know how law works, but that seems really fucked up.
He had 2 stitches, and they gave me 25 years for that. Did you hit him in the head? No.
Regardless, prison is where Sheldon realized he had to turn his life around.
It was at that moment I really said I have to change my life. I just can't do this.
Beginning a prison journal about hope, change, and reform. In his entry letter to my younger self, it explained just because you're surrounded by violence does not mean that violence is the way to solve your problems.
Excuse me. I've always said this, that there is a genetic factor to being like with psychopaths or murderers. Like, there is a genetic thing, but I also think that upbringing is such a massive factor. It's so interesting to look at, because learned behavior in criminals, even if you're an inherently, like, you know, you're not a sociopath or a psychopath, you can learn those behaviors even if you are, like, you know, what is it called? Not neurodivergent. Yeah. You can absolutely blame nature and nurture, but if you just blame one side or the other, there's like both factors to every story, in my opinion. Again, I'm not a psychologist, but like, I just, you know, kind of look at this kind of shit. Neurotypical, that was the word. Thank you.
Sheldon, 2 wrongs do not make a right. Violence only begets violence. Learn how to respond and not react.
But that's so hard. How do you learn that without actually like having a good role model when you're a child?
In a different entry he'd state, as we know, I'm currently in prison, which I've learned does one of 2 significant things to its occupants. Brings the best out of them or the worst.
I saw individuals who were at their worst, and I saw guys who were at their best. The guys who were at their best were guys who were involved in education, post-secondary education programs.
Realizing the role model prisoners were those with an education, Sheldon spent years educating himself.
I got into school, I got my GED, and then I went on to obtain my bachelor's in behavioral science from Mercy. I stopped smoking weed, I stopped smoking cigarettes. I started working in the law library. I discovered that I had a knack for complicated things, case law, and I was actually helping guys get out of prison.
He'd further add to his journal, I have grown dramatically in these 14 years, when I could have easily withered away. I've learned that I love Shakespeare, that I love acting, that I love writing, that I—
Dude, that's more than most people on the internet. Instead, they'll write like hate threads about me on Reddit and say I'm a piece of shit grifter. This guy's went through way more, and he's more of a good person than they are.
I enjoy reading philosophy, that I love reading criminal law, that I love writing legalese. Sheldon had changed his life to such an extent, BuzzFeed advocated for his release back in 2016.
I mean, BuzzFeed is BuzzFeed. I mean, look, I would advocate for him too, you know, for turning shit around, but like BuzzFeed of all things, like, really? Maybe pick the better source.
He became a model inmate, said David Roth, a prison social worker. His days were so full that he went to bed exhausted and fell asleep immediately. As a result of his good behavior, Sheldon was released after 25 years of his 50-year sentence, appearing on a podcast called Success After Lockdown, on which he'd implied that he'd never go back to prison.
I'm reflecting, I'm saying to myself like, yo, I can't spend the next 50 years like this.
When he'd appear on Joe Rogan 1 month later, Sheldon again implied that he wouldn't go back to jail.
Individuals who have been shown to acquire associate's degrees and bachelor's degrees are like 92% less likely to return back to prison.
With Josh using Sheldon as an example, that change was always possible.
It is possible, absolutely. Absolutely, that's what prison or jail should be for reforming, not punishing. Except that our prison system is absolutely fucking fucked. But he did it again. Well, he's part of this. Chad, he's part of the statistic for a reason. It sucks. Yeah.
You make change happen, he's living it and making it happen. Look at this beautiful mind and how he articulates himself.
He began working for the Queen's Defenders, helping troubled youth.
I'm trying to catch these kids before they fall, and I want to show them the way.
And even began to consider more formal—
Look, you can't even say that he doesn't do the things he does. It's literally proven in writing that he was doing the things he said he did. He wasn't lying about that. It sucks. It just sucks that he ended up, you know, Yeah, you know, killing someone again.
Education.
Sheldon asked me, should I go to law school before we came here?
In the process, expressing his disbelief that he'd turned his life around.
I just came from the bowels of hell. 25 years in prison, and now I'm in the sky above the clouds in the heavens, headed to a destination to talk about change and to talk about all of the things that brought me to this place today.
Joe Rogan even posted a clip titled, "Sentenced to 50 years, Sheldon Johnson decided to turn his life around." However, Sheldon would make one final important claim.
But this is how fast your life can change from just one simple mistake.
Okay.
This became reality only 38 days later.
Oopsies. Unfortunate.
He claimed that he had turned his life around after spending most of his adult life in prison. In fact, last year, he started working for the Queen's Public Defender's Office. Well, now he is accused of killing a man and then dismembering his body.
Dude, that's fucked.
Sheldon was childhood friends with a man named Colin Small.
No, bro, that's evil. That's sad. He butchered someone. What about guys? You're missing the point. He was reforming. He didn't do anything, but you know, sometimes just something happens. Look. People can have psychotic breaks. It just depends on where it happens and when it happens. Yeah, I don't know, man. I've seen people who were, you know, ex-drug addicts and then they just turn around and do something really bad. Yeah, psychosis or like a mental breakdown. Yeah, where he was hiding it. You never know. Humans are humans. They're not robots. It sucks.
With whom he'd also spent over 10 years in prison. Therefore, upon Sheldon's release, Small was helping Johnson get back on his feet. However, at some point, their friendship took a turn. On the 6th of March 2024, police received a call from a tenant who lived in New York, claiming to have heard 2 gunshots from Colin Small's apartment, as well as a voice begging, "Please don't, I have a family." Police drove over to the flat and knocked on the door, only to find Sheldon Johnson inside, who claimed that Colin Small had apparently gone upstate. Well, police searched the apartment and found half of Colin Small's body, finding
he chopped him in half. Alana, you're having a woman moment and getting into a soft story. He's a textbook psycho telling you what you want to hear. So you're telling me Joe Rogan and the other guy that defended people who, you know, had situations where, like, you fucking highlighted that shit so I have to read it. Like, you're so annoying. Are you saying that the people over here, Joe Rogan and this guy who had, who was a lawyer who defended people and got them wrongfully accused, you know, like, they were duped? Like, yeah, I'm having a woman moment. I'm just watching the video, man. I'm just watching a video. I understand it. I understand what's happening. It's fucked. People got played. I got played. It's not about being a woman. You're saying in hindsight you would have seen, oh my god, I would have seen that he was a psycho, bro. Like, shut the fuck up, man. You're not a psychic. I'm not being a woman. You're being dumb.
The other half back at Sheldon's apartment, in addition to concrete and a Tyvek suit. CCTV outside Colin's apartment showed Sheldon Johnson entering and exiting, trying to conceal his identity with a range of different...
Obviously, yes, he probably is a complete sociopath, but that's the thing with sociopaths. You can in hindsight say, oh, this is so bad, like, why didn't we see this coming? Because he's lying. Humans aren't perfect. They can't see through, like, everything. Hindsight is 20/20, exactly. Can people really change? Absolutely, they can. There are many stories like this that don't end with murder.
different disguises. In one of these stills, he's seen wearing the exact same jacket as he was in a photo he took for the Queen's Defenders. Sheldon was therefore arrested and charged with Colin's murder, screaming "I'm innocent" as he was placed into the cop car. Sheldon maintained this innocence all the way to court.
Yesterday, Sheldon Johnson pleaded not guilty to the charges. He had quite a few supporters inside the courtroom.
As the comments on
I wouldn't support him after that. It's just funny to me that they had such a good story. I don't know anything about it, and then it has quite the turn.
His episode changed overnight. Imagine being locked up for being wronged by the system for over 25 years, only to prove that the system was right. Amazing. The judge who gave him 50 years must feel pretty smart right now.
Yeah. He probably had a good inkling, but you can't really sentence people for armed robbery for 50 years. That's also unjust.
I really believed I was gonna die in prison. Well, you're not wrong, buddy. Sheldon's own father stated, "I'm surprised my son was arrested. I was shocked. He learned and studied in prison for 26 years. He is a good man. He was doing work in a law office. There were no problems."
I mean, your son grew up with you, and you taught him all that. I'm just saying, I don't know.
But I doubt nobody was as shocked as
A family with a criminal history for literally generations? I don't know.
Josh Dubin. He ended Sheldon Johnson's episode stating,
"I'm very thoughtful in who I bring on. I think this was one of the best ones yet."
But is still yet to talk publicly since Sheldon's new allegations. Joe, on the other hand, talked about it recently.
He was guilty before, and we knew he was guilty, but he got 50 years.
Right.
And then he was talking about he turned his life around like a month after he was on the podcast.
Yeah.
Cut some dude's head off. Homie didn't understand new HD security cameras.
Yeah, he probably had a psychotic break. Like, let's be realistic. Chopping someone's head off!
Theorizing that prison had only made him worse.
Was that because he spent 25 fucking years in jail, which is an insane amount of time to be locked up in prison and then expect to acclimate.
That's also another really big factor. If you spend that much time in prison, you are not used to, like, civilian life. It's literally a study now. Well, it's been a study for decades, but, like, it's proven. You can't throw people like that into, like, you know, civilian world. Even military has the same issue, correct? You didn't know he got caught in 4K? I'm flabbergasted. I thought it was like, I don't know, maybe killed someone on accident or something. Not like chopped his best friend's head off. Sorry, not best friends. His childhood friend's head off. I didn't think it was that bad. I thought maybe, you know, I was like, oh, oops. I killed someone. Yeah, executed and then dismembered him. I thought they were prison buddies. I think it said right here. He was helping him get on his feet or something? Oh yeah, here we go. Small and Johnson were longtime friends, and Small helped Johnson get back on his feet after being released. Yeah. And his childhood friend too, like just cold, merciless, like, you know. Get that sweet Mangekyo Sharingan? Yeah, he watched Naruto and thought it was real. Wild? Yeah, that's not how normal people behave. Like, clearly he was a psychopath or a sociopath. Maybe he was undiagnosed and people just didn't know. I'm surprised they don't have therapists for like prisoners, for like cases like that. I don't know. Also said they were in jail together for 10 years. That's fucked too. That's fucked. They were together for 10 years. It was premeditated? Yeah, he thought about killing him. Silent about it too. Silent killer. Deadly. Chat, I won't kill you, promise. Even though I'm a woman and I'm empathetic, blah 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 blah. Shut up. Blah, 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 blah. Please feel bad for me. I'm a woman. I got titties. please, Judge. You can't arrest me. I got booba. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, Joe Rogan had a woman moment, too. You're also Russian. What the fuck is that supposed to mean, dum-dum? What the frick? Please, Alana, be less female. If I was any less female, I would launch up FIFA, smash walls, and start saying slurs. Do it? No. Ads? Okay. Alright. Womp womp womp. That was a good video though. That was fun. Very cool. Love that. Be nice to Mad. How about you guys be nice to me first? What the Sigma? Hello. Time to go pet your dog. Are you saying I'm on my period? No. I'm actually not. That. Oh. This is kind of fun. Speaking of cringy little. Yo, Teal Seal, thank you for 11 months. Thank you. J-Man, thank you for the sub. Wolf259, thank you for the 6 months. Tiger Hermit, thank you for the 4 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we're just waiting for ads. Pet your dog equals period. No, people are like, yeah, you're being a woman. You need to shut up. Go pet your dog. We're back. Are you guys back already? Nah, there's still 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. Go make me a sandwich. No. I don't wanna. Pet Juji. He's on the bed, man. I'm gonna walk over there. Did you cover the Dragon Age stuff? Yeah! I was late, but yeah, it's like about 30 minutes into yapping. Anime is easy to watch. No, it's not. I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of those people that can't stand dubs because ultimately what they say in Japanese is ultra cringe if you actually directly translate it. Yeah, sorry, I like it when it's in Japanese. I'm one of those people that's like, wow, tree in Japanese, so cool. Oh, tree in, you know, USA, not good. Yeah, I can't stand watching dubs. Filler isn't easy to get through either. Yeah, filler episode. Like, I'm a Bleach fan, and I can't stand the fillers in Bleach. I can't. Sorry. It's like over 1 million episodes of fillers, and there's like an entire, you know, website dedicated to pointing out fillers. Yeah, the Bount arc, yeah. Awfully localized? Yeah, and they're like mistranslated or incorrect. Or just plain stupid. And the Bleach have a whole season of filler? Yes, yes, I hate it. I hate it very much. Okay. Sorry. Low energy today. I'm cringe. I am cringe. I'm sorry. I'm disappointing you, chat. Not putting my back into it. No energy. Alright, let's watch it. Why anime hurts to watch? He's got a Gromit shirt on. I bet he knows what he's talking about. Wallace and Gromit. Alright, 3, 2, 1, boom.
So I have a confession to make. So I know this might come as a shock to a lot of you, but statistically and undeniably, I am what the kids call an old man. In these long 27 years I've been on Earth, I've seen a lot of things and—
Ew, 27, you might as well be dead.
Done a lot of things. And because I didn't make a lot of friends in middle school, a lot of that time in the 27 years was spent on the internet. I was there for the Badger song. I was there for Homestar Runner. I was there for the cringiest of rage comics. I started putting
Oh my god, I used to send these to my friends, dude. In like middle school. Oh, it was so cringe.
Of rage comics. If I started putting lay in front of sentences, you guys would have no clue what that means, but it used to be the peak of comedy. I remember
the epic dog owning.
When saying the word meme out loud at the high school lunch table made you a social pariah. That shit was not cool. Suddenly, internet things were cool in a mainstream way, and I was happy.
Holy 9gag era? Bro, this was before 9gag, I'm pretty sure. 9gag was the one that was ripping all the... Where would they post this shit? Was it like 4chan? Yeah, 9gag was like a... Like maybe Funny Junk? Yeah, 9gag ripped it off of other people. Yeah, it was from Reddit. 4chan? Yeah, I think it was 4chan that had rage comments and iFunny, yes.
Happy for that, because I could be myself without people making fun of me, except for one singular aspect. And this was the fact that despite originally being verbal poison, the word anime slowly became one of the most well-respected art forms in the American hearts. That is hard for me.
I was one of the people that got bullied for liking anime. I drew chibis onto my school backpack with paint, and I got bullied for it, and my English class bully that went to the same art class as me spilled paint all over my bag and I cried. True story, I legitimately was like crying and my art class teacher told me to suck it up and said he didn't do it on purpose. He literally did it on purpose. He walked over and was like, oops, and then like fucking spilled it all over my bag with black or red paint. I can't remember. And I remember crying and wiping it off outside onto like the pavement because it was like concrete outside of the classroom. I mean, because like there was like an outdoor area. Yeah, I fucking hated that. I was so upset, and it was a permanent stain too. It was like my favorite backpack. But yeah, and I'm not trying to farm sympathy. I'm just saying that's the kind of like that's what people thought of anime. I drew a bunch of chibis of like different anime characters on my backpack. I know it was cringe, but I still don't think I really deserved it, huh?
It's hard for me to wrap my head around. It's not like I don't like cartoons.
You didn't get in trouble.
Specifically love cartoons. I'm wearing a Gromit shirt right now. I only consume cartoons. That's my vibe. The guy who corners you at a house party and tells you that Smiling Friends is gonna change the face of adult animation. Something about anime, dude. It's just Smiling not Friends clicking with me. Though. Maybe it's because I was born in a post-9/11 society, and if it's not American, it's not good enough for me. And that's not correct. I love Lynch chocolate. And the last thing I want to do is yuck anyone's yum, okay? This isn't gonna be a point and laugh, make fun of the kid who buys a bottle.
I like Western cartoons and Japanese cartoons. I don't know. I think they both influence each other in like very like subtle ways. In a good way, not a bad way.
Pillow at a convention type video. I hope not. I kind of lose track during this script. But what I'm trying to do in this video is to preemptively defend myself against the heat I'm gonna get when people realize that I actually don't like whatever the hell this is. So my sweet little tuglets, please be gentle with me while I state my case that anime at the very least is a hard watch for somebody like me. Because maybe
all right, I'm listening. I don't like this, but I'm listening.
Someone else out there is being bombarded by a sea of anime memes and enjoyers, and they just need someone to hold on to as the ship sinks, and you can hold on to me, because I also don't understand what's going on anymore. And it's so crazy, because I've said some wild stuff on this channel, but I'm so confident this is the video that's going to push the fan base over the edge and start hating me. I've already bought the sheet, so I might as well make...
I mean, liking and not liking anime is very polarizing. I do think so.
So let's start with a brief history. In Japan, anime is just the word for animation. It's a lot of people don't understand that concept. It's just Japanese animation. The anime aesthetics Americans are most familiar with today was developed in the 1960s by Osamu Tezuka in his series Astro Boy. Although a lot of Americans don't know anything about the show, everyone can identify this little dude, and they might not know his name, but at least he has some staying power. Astro Boy was syndicated in the US on NBC from 1963 to 1965, and even though we didn't call it anime at the time, this was the entry point into American culture. When the VHS came along, long, important videos like—
In Russia, they also showed it too, I'm pretty sure. They translated a lot of old animes. One of the first animes I ever watched as a child was a VHS that my brother, no, my dad brought over when they moved, called The Haunted Ghost Ship or some shit. I fucking can't remember. It was one of the first animes that was ever translated, and Hidetaka Miyazaki, or whatever his name is, Miyazaki worked on that film back when he was like first starting out, like in the 1970s or 60s. Yeah. I forget what it's called. The Haunted Ghost Ship anime. Ah, the Flying Phantom Ship. Yes, Toei. Yes, that was the one. 1969. It was really, really old. Really, that Летающий корабль-призрак. That shit was scary. I should show it to you after. It's scary.
Like Akira started getting cult classic status,
Terrifying.
paving the way for the explosion of anime on
scars
cable.
from
It's also
that.
worth noting that in Akira, the Akira slide happens, and that piece of cinematography has—
Yeah, and people recycle it because it's an amazing shot. They don't copy it outright, but it's like a reference. Yeah, it's a very, very common thing to do. People reference Naruto and Sasuke's big fight in a lot of animes. They don't, like, copy it. Again, I have to preface this. This is not copying. They take inspiration. It's like a homage or an inspiration. Yeah, like really good fighting scenes and, like, you know, action scenes.
been parodied or referenced about a million times in every American animated
Western
show. So
too.
just thought that was worth mentioning. I don't like anime, but that's a cool fact. In 1997,
fuck you!
Cartoon Network's Toonami programming block really fucking brought anime into the American mainstream, introducing young kids like me, but not me, to shows like Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z, and Gundam Wing. And I know in a prior video I've already touched on this programming block, but it's hard to understate just how important Toonami was for the culture. Folks love to glaze on about the golden age of 2000s era television, when shows like The Sopranos, The Wire, Mad Men, and Breaking Bad elevated the form of television. But anime's introduction to Western mainstream culture did the same thing.
God, that was so badass.
Thing for young viewers. Instead of the fast-paced, ADD-inducing standalone episodes of shows like Ed, Ed and Eddie or the Powerpuff Girls, anime offered more in-depth storytelling and character development. You'd actually have to pay attention to figure out what the hell is going on. Even anime for younger audiences had continuity and richness that was not present in American cartoons. Whatever. And it seemed to inspire modern cartoons into having through lines like Adventure Time and Fiona and Cake. That was so goddamn good. Make more Fiona and Cake. But so much of the anime that was celebrated in the 90s and the early 2000s was kid-focused. For example, Pokemon was everywhere, is still everywhere. It basically took over the world of anime, video games, and tabletop gaming all at once. It honestly got to the point where I feel like a lot of people forget that Pokemon started.
I still remember the day Pokemon became like a thing. It was like a virus. Kids literally wouldn't shut the hell up about it ever. Yeah, I remember they started buying the packs and trading them all of a sudden, like overnight, like a disease. It was like just, you walked into the schoolyard and everybody had Pokemon. I was like, it spread like wildfire, and this is in Switzerland too. Like, this was a long time ago.
As an anime itself, most people think it's a video game or just a silly introduction to a gambling addict. And the success of Pokemon meant we were inundated with more potential profit drivers like Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And I don't remember Digimon at all, except for the opening lines of the theme song that go Digimon, Digital Monsters, Digimon are the champion. That's all I remember from it, but that does mean I've seen it at least. Anyways, the market fell.
Digimon was great. It had a better story than Pokemon.
Immediately oversaturated with this kind of shit. And at that young age, I was more interested in sneaking into the living room when my parents were watching TV and seeing things like South Park and The Simpsons. I wasn't interested in children cartoons, especially anime cartoons. So I didn't have the—
South Park is not a children's show. My parents learned that pretty fucking quick. Yeah, my brother was the one that watched it one time. My parents caught him watching it, and then they were like, "You're never watching this shit again. This is foul."
the wherewithal to look out over the horizon and see all the anime that was flooding in. And my god, was it flooding in. Just because I didn't want it didn't mean Americans wanted to stop consuming it, because there is a fucking anime for every day of the year. Even though American marketing teams might spend their resources promoting merchandise-friendly kids shows, there are actually a ton of anime genres. Hard to know where to start. As someone who doesn't watch anime, this is a big barrier to entry. I was able to break anime down into 5 categories that correlate with its intended demographics. And once again, I want you to know that I didn't know anything about anime before this video, and I just had to do research so the video made sense. I do not give a shit about anime. I want to make that clear. Hey, you want to see something?
Man, you yapping a lot about someone who doesn't like anime.
crazy? Type in your full legal name in Google, and then after that, type the word address or phone number. And just peruse throughout all the public information that you did not realize was ripe for the picking from anyone with a half a brain cell. So that's a bummer, but who is behind this insane use of personal information for profit? Why, it's our old friends, data brokers, of course. They're these
Chad, don't put in your information. I'll steal it.
super awesome people who obtain your personal information as well as your friends and family, and then put it up on a website and then sell that information for profit. And if you have a credit card, you can get this information. Stalker, doxer, people stealing your identity. Just the worst type of people doing the worst type of things. Why is this legal? I have no idea, but it is. Yippee. In order to combat this, you can go to each individual website, the hundreds of them, and see if they'll take your information down and then wait weeks for them to reply to you if they reply to you at all. Or you can do what I do and use Delete Me. I was using Delete Me before they even reached out to me, like even before I knew they had an advertising budget for YouTube. So when I got the call, I was like, yeah, sure. I mean, I'm already using you. I'll advertise you. As you can see, I've been using them for almost a year, and I am genuinely satisfied with the products that they deliver. Delete Me takes the laborious job of reaching out to each individual data broker with your personal information and does their best to scrape it off the internet. This gives you peace of mind from any of the creeps online that might want to harm.
But then what if they have that information because you gave them that information? Then who scrapes the data scrapers that delete your stuff? You see my problem?
Harm you physically or financially because you had a bad take on Twitter. They give you several reports throughout the year saying, hey, look at all the stuff we took off the internet about you. And if you find something on the internet that you want taken down, they also have a service where you just say, here's the website, figure it out, and they do it for you. They work tirelessly over several months to get things done, and they don't stop working because also data brokers don't stop working, and they gotta be ahead of the curve all the time. So head to joindeleteme.com/BigTug and also use promo code BigTug for 20% off US consumer plans, and you get to see what Delete Me might have to offer for you. Delete Me, deleting another reason to hate the internet. First we got Komodo, which is for real young viewers, like generally under 12 years old. And then we got Shonen Animes, which is aimed at teenage boys with shows like Dragon Ball Z, like that.
I'm cringe. I like shonen. I am. I like shonens.
Kind of anime. And shonens have a counterpart called shoujo, which is aimed at teenage girls with shows like Sailor Moon. And then we have seinen and josei. I'm trying here. They're aimed at adult men and women respectively. But then you have like the genre of the show itself. You have the mech shows, which are like giant robot shows where people climb into giant robots and fight things. A category of anime which shocks me because how many stories can you write about climbing into robots and fighting people? I feel like that would.
It's called culture, sir. Actually. Into mechas. My brother is more into like science fiction. He loved Gundams. He liked Space Marines. He liked Alien, like Alien the movies. Like he was more into that. I'm more of a fantasy kid, so like I never got into it, but I respect it. If you want to do a really good show with mechas in it and all that crap, and you want to rerun it a bunch of times and have different stories, go for it, bro. Yeah, I don't know. They always bored me. However, I respect it. You're allowed to have your favorite type of ice cream, okay? I might say it's dog shit. I might say that pistachio ice cream sucks ass, but you are allowed to eat it. I like chocolate or strawberry, whatever. It doesn't mean that it's bad ice cream. It's still ice cream. I'm sure it's tasty.
Run dry. Oh my god, is Attack on Titan a mecha anime? Oh my god, that makes sense. Oh, I guess there's a lot of avenues they can go down with that. I've watched one anime. It's Attack on Titan. I want to make that clear. It's the only one I've ever watched. My roommate made me watch it. It was pretty good, but whatever. Then we have Spokon.
But he says he doesn't watch anime. This little liar. I'm starting to think that the Tuglets are gonna get pissed at him.
Specifically sport-focused anime. It's usually like a comedy coming-of-age story, like high schoolers playing volleyball. A lot of volleyball going on in Japan. I didn't know about that. And then there's hyper-specific genres, like this one, Isekai. And this is one character.
It's Inuyasha. Oh my god.
Just die and then they're reincarnated into another world. And once again, that seems like a one-off plot, but there's so many of these motherfuckers and they keep making stories about people dying. These genres can blend into one another. They can parody themselves. It gets really blurred after a while, which leads to animes making fun of animes themselves, like JoJo Bizarre Circus and whatever that
JoJo's Bizarre Circus
and One Punch Man. At least that's what I think is happening in those shows. JoJo is a fucking clusterfuck to watch. It is a assault on my senses. And then when a show is defined by its respective genre, we have the much bigger issue of the fact that a lot of these shows never end. They keep going. There's 1 million episodes per show. You know how like The Simpsons is still running, despite the fact that we all wished it ended after the Simpsons movie? Well, a lot of the best anime.
I think it should have ended before that, but that's my opinion. I'm a Simpsons connoisseur. Yeah, I think they should have ended way earlier than that.
become long-running series to little to no critical outcry. Toonami may have introduced Gundam Wing to the American audiences, but the Gundam franchise has been around since 1979 and has spawned over 50 different TV shows. How? How are they doing that? And that's—
Who cares? Let them have it. Sometimes there's also technological advances like, you know, animation.
It's nothing compared to the slice of life show Sasa-san. Originally a comic strip, the anime has been on TV in Japan since 1969. It's the longest running animated TV series in the world, featuring over 8,000 episodes. And apparently it's like a—
Holy smokes. Okay, hold on. To be fair, I can liken this to actual shows that aren't anime. There is a Russian cartoon, not cartoon, actually, I shouldn't say that, like a kids show that's been running for like 50 or 60 years. Like it started in the USSR, and it's like a morning and a nighttime show because it doesn't matter that it keeps going. It's just for entertainment value. And like, you know, like it's not that deep. I can understand why this old ass Japanese show has 8,000 episodes. Yeah, it's been going on forever. Yeah, Coronation Street. There's Coronation Street spin-offs for like Australia, New Zealand, like Ireland, Scotland. They've been around for ages. Yes, but shit. That's right. That's the one. Yeah, they've been running that shit for like 60 years, and it's had the same opening.
Weird blend of the Peanuts and Doctor Who. I don't know. I tried to watch one episode and I had no clue what was going on. And then you have a show like One Piece, which is a meme in itself for how fucking long that show is. So many people have told me I need to watch One Piece, and not only that, they tell me I have to watch the first 30 episodes before it gets interesting. What? Hey,
No, that's not true. You can skip a lot of the first 30 episodes because of the filler. If you really want to speedrun and catch up, there's a really easy way to like, you know, to get around it. It's not that deep.
Let me give you a quick note to all One Piece fans. If I have to watch 30 episodes of a show before it gets good, that kind of means it's a bad show. The people are gonna get pissed. That is a fucking ridiculous request.
I agree with that, but One Piece has insanely good characters that suck you in from the start, man. Literally from episode 1 or 2. When Luffy gets in the ship and then he's fighting the boss, like, are you kidding me? I feel like that's such cope. Yeah. I think that it depends on the show and it depends on the characters. Never in my life will you be catching me watching One Piece. Shut up! Shut up! One Piece is really good!
Sometimes it feels like the only way to get into anime is to make it the biggest part of your personality. Because for fuck's sake, where are you guys finding all this time? Between Rocket League and anxiety-inducing Wikipedia rabbit holes, I do not have time to catch up on Dragon.
Okay, you play Rocket League. Alright. Alright! I can't! I'm gonna get up! I'm standing up right now! Rocket League enjoyer can't stop wasting his time with One Piece! Oh, what a stinker. Big Talk, you suck. You're a big stinker.
Dragon Ball Z,
Big
Dragon Ball
stinky.
GT, Dragon Ball Z Kai, Dragon Ball Super Dragon Ball Heroes, and Dragon Ball Daikai, or whatever the fuck that last one is. Dragon Ball Route 34. I don't have time to catch up on this shit. And it's not just a problem with anime. I mean, like I said, The Simpsons, and like we have, you know, Law and Order, which has been going on forever. But with those shows, you don't have to focus up. It's the same shit every week. You tune in, nothing changes. You don't have to look up the plot of the show, what happened in the 80s, to really understand what's happening nowadays. And I'll be honest, I've thought about jumping into anime several times. I'm not above this. Seems like I'm...
But that's the beauty of really long ones. Like, I don't know. I feel like Dragon Ball, you can kind of jump in and like catch the gist of it, no? Most of the time. Yeah, if you can jump in and understand it pretty much like right away within like 2 episodes, I don't think that's a really big issue. Again, you can see that with reality TV shows. You think reality TV shows don't take it into account with that? I disagree. Yeah,
absolutely.
Missing out on a whole category of media that seems super fun and people are very passionate about. And then I'll ask a friend, hey, which anime should I start with? And God forbid they say something coherent. They'll give you a list of 20 shows that are worth watching. Half of them only have one season after 20 years, and the other half have 90 seasons, and you have to watch all the episodes to understand what's going on. Then you open up
No, you don't. This is such cope.
Crunchyroll, and on the main page, there's more animes on there than grains of sand at the beach. It's all just mentally taxing. It's a mentally taxing form of media. Oh, and speaking of mentally taxing, let's talk about the mental tax of horny shit being on my TV screen when my mom walks in the room. Now, I'm not talking.
That's a skill issue. Live by yourself. I'm sorry. Or live with roommates that will try and respect you. Come on! Fan service is necessary in anime! Suck it up, tourists! Suck my nuts!
Talking about a word that my editor might need to bleep because I don't know how YouTube feels about me using that word. But when it comes to anime, the line between drawn porn and animated television is extremely blurry. Horny anime is a world unto itself. It might need a deeper video at one point. But anime is full of hyper-sexualized characters to an unbelievably uncomfortable extent. We're not talking—
I don't know which ones you're watching. If you... Sir, you said you watched Attack on Titan. There is no sexualization of characters in that show. Not that I remember. Yeah, I don't know about that. You have to really go out of your way. Like, there are very niche. Like, we went through it, chat. We went through it together. We watched a video about fan service. Mikasa's abs. Gosh darn it, we can't have anything nice. Mikasa working out with her abs out once is not even. This guy's rage baiting. I know. Tug is funny. I like it. I like Big Tug can have stupid opinions. I still will watch Big Tug. He can be wrong. It's okay.
And tastefully sexy. The word tasteful has never been a before the word fan service. It becomes incredibly problematic when you find out that the majority of these girl characters dance around with half their clothes on are 16 years old. They're all teenagers, and I don't know why we're not fucking talking about that.
Well, yeah, because they're probably shonens or shoujos, and they're aimed for teenagers, and adults watch them. That's like the kind of that's kind of the pretense of this whole thing. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen some really fucked up shit from cartoons, too, that are meant for children. Yeah, I don't know. Can I just bring up one thing? Teen Titans Go, the kids show, had a literal fart and inflation fetish in it that was guised as, like, an episode. Can we talk about that? There's plenty of Western cartoons that are incredibly trashy and weird. Or they have a few episodes that are just like really out of place, and it's obviously them fetishizing stuff. Totally Spies, yes, there's plenty of those. I think it's a problem, but it's not near as bad as like a kids show aimed at kids.
Oh, it's a different culture, Tucker. You just don't understand it. Yada yada yada. Okay, how about if I said the word lolly? You got an argument for that, pimp? You gonna defend that? Because that's a real thing that shows up in anime sometimes without reason or warning. But it seems like giving an audience what
Tourist detected.
They want sexually without warning is a big part of anime. And that little expression of gratitude towards the audience is known as fan service, if I haven't made that clear enough. Basically, fan service is like halfway through the last season of Breaking Bad, suddenly Skylar was wearing a bikini all the time. It makes very little sense.
It's not all the time!
But the fans like it. Fan service does not drive the plot forward. It's just eye candy for the audience. And I'm not judging people wanking it to drawings, but you know. But somehow, fan service isn't even the most pervy part of anime. Like the show, I want you to make a disgusted face and show me your underwear. A real
That's a stretch, man. There are plenty of sicko weirdo cartoons everywhere, man. My favorite anime, Jesus Christ.
Title, a real anime. We can go to Crunchyroll and fucking watch it. Of course, panties aren't the only weird fetish that animes deal with. In My Life as Inuka-san's Dog, the protagonist wakes up as a dog.
You can't tell me there are not Western men that wanted this to be a reality. No. There's a plenty of sick fucks out there, alright? Why women frick dogs? What's the Lumi song? Why women frick dogs?
Dog and is rescued by his crush. And for the rest of the series, he is simultaneously humiliated while being treated like a dog, while also being super turned on because he's hanging out with his crush. And for some reason, people don't blink an eye at this shit. They just let it pass. And then there's this
I just don't understand why it's okay, like, to shit on the Japanese when it happens quite literally in Western media. Quite frequently, might I add. I think there's sickos everywhere, and there's also a thing called creativity and artistic freedom. Correct, chat.
Show called Food Wars, Shiguk, whatever, which is about students at
Hey, do not shit on this. I like Food Wars. It's ridiculous and it's funny.
an elite culinary school that face off for cooking competitions. That sounds innocent enough, right? No, but every time they eat the food, they have orgasms. All of them had food gasms.
Yes,
Look at
it's
this screenshot. What the fuck is going on? And I know I'm cherry picking here. These are pretty extreme examples. Okay, I understand what I'm doing. But there's definitely little aspects of all this pervy shit sprinkled into anime. Every anime you see, they just fucking every once in a while an episode you just see tits, and I don't appreciate that. When I'm trying to watch anime for the first time and I'm watching just a normal scene and all of a sudden boobs are out and anime girls are moaning, my mom doesn't matter where she—
Hey, he never moaned, man. Oh man, we unpacked this a long time ago with Kill la Kill.
she is in the country will walk into my room at that moment, and then the cycle continues because I can't—
It's a metaphor, by the way. Yeah, Ryuko never moaned, and also it's part of the metaphor. Unironically. I know, people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, that's cope. No, it was. Literally, the author said so. Shut up. Actual allegory.
Watch anime anymore. Stop putting horny things in anime, for the love of Christ. And then there's the whole issue of anime being in a different language, which I should have started with that. That's a pretty big barrier to entry. Just like any niche interest, anime fans—
stinky American has to read subtitles or watch dubs. Uh-oh.
have some sort of infighting. And one of the biggest controversies in the community is sub versus dub debate, which, like most niche debates, is complicated and has no real correct answer, but yields deeply passionate opinions that spill over into strong hate for the other team. Kind of like GIF versus GIF, and it is GIF. We're not gonna fight about this. I don't—
Okay, I'll give him that. You know what? Big Tug, you won. GIF, not GIF.
Care what the creator of the file format said. He's a fucking idiot. But when it comes to the sub versus dub debate, there seems to be a little bit more merit on each side of the argument. Subtitled anime usually features translations that are more accurate to the original dialogue, and they're easy to produce, so you can stay on top of shows that are being released. But they can be distracting and take your focus away from the action because you're reading a book the entire time. I mean, I can't
That sounds like a skill issue, not gonna lie.
handle that. Even when I'm watching an American show, like if the subtitles are on, I just miss everything because I just end up watching the words go by. And on the dubbing—
No, Big Tog, no, please. You're not one of those people that actually gets distracted by subtitles. No, when I was a little kid, so fun fact, my parents used to, like, unironically, when my dad would go to Hong Kong for, like, business trips or something, for, like, work, he would bring back a suitcase worth of pirated, like, Chinese movies that had English subtitles and vice versa, and like actual, like, up-to-date movies. I learned how to read subtitles pretty freaking fast. I think it contributed to, like, you know, being pretty good at spelling. I thought it was fun!
English voice actors dub over the entire episode, so you can really fully enjoy what you're watching, and you don't have to look away for a minute and fear that you're going to be missing pivotal exposition in the words on the screen. However, most American voice actors record their lines separately in different recording booths, whereas Japanese voice actors often record in the same room, which means that the original actors tend to give more cohesive, emotionally resonant performances compared to the English.
Wait, I actually didn't know that. That's interesting. I did not know that was a thing. Huh.
Voice acting, which I think we can all agree has an off vibe to it. However, I do want to note that I feel like the people who prefer sub over dub is for one very specific reason, and that reason is when you hear the Japanese dialogue in English, you realize how fucking unbelievably corny the dialogue is.
That's what I agree with. I absolutely agree. That's the reason, one of the big reasons why I think subs are superior, because unironically, some of the dialogue is really great. That's why I don't like dubs, because when they stay true to, like, the Japanese, like, you know, performance and, like, actually translate it, some of the translations can be really, really stupid. Like, when they say it out loud, it's like, I don't know. Like, I can't even name anything off the top of my head, but you know what I mean.
I'm gonna talk about Attack on Titan once again because it's the only anime I've ever seen. But there's this scene where they're all in a castle and they're fighting a Titan, and a girl does something cool, and Reiner looks at her, and under his breath he goes, "Marry me." What the fuck?
Like, they should have made it. It's difficult because I understand why they would have translated and said, "Marry me," but, like,
again, you have to match the lips, and like you can't make the scene longer. It's such a difficult thing with dubs. I get it.
Fuck is that? I understand it's probably a translation thing, but that was so out of left field it took me out of the entire scene. The main issue, the main barrier to entering anime that I have is the anime noises. What is that? Why are they all making those weird noises? Every time they swing their sword, every time they make eye contact with their crush, they let out a little what the fuck is that? I mean, it makes sense when
Japanese are very nonverbal when it comes to certain interactions. Have you ever heard a Japanese person on the phone? They do that a lot. Yeah, they do that a lot, and it's accurate to their culture. That's how they do it. I'm not even disparaging. I'm just saying that's just how they talk. Italians with their hands. Yeah, mamma mia, spaghetti.
Fucking Link from Legend of Zelda is doing it. He doesn't talk, so he has to communicate through grunts. But why are these anime characters constantly making lobotomy-esque sounds with their mouths? It is confusing and distracting from what I'm trying to watch. And finally, for the last point in this video, I wanted to discuss the fact that anime is addictive. I've lost some pretty important people.
Skill issue.
My life to anime. Take, for example, my best friend, my soulmate, my roommate for 8 years, Connor Whitman. Connor was an A+ athlete all throughout high school, a strong athlete, and a straight arrow until I showed him what alcohol and weed was. He had such a bright future ahead of him until—
Wait, you're blaming anime even though you showed him what alcohol and weed is? This little bitch.
He discovered anime. The path anime takes to destroy your life is eerily similar to how hard drugs takes over your world. First, you start with an entry-level drug, like Cowboy Bebop or Death Note. Sure, there's definitely some strange cultural differences, but the plot is simple enough and the characters are engaging, so you enjoy the show. Then once you finish that—
Even though they're talking to death gods, but yeah, sure.
You might as well look around at the other animes, because that seems to be a pretty enjoyable format of media. Then you start watching that one. And then at the same time, why not watch 2 at once? Now you're watching 2. Now you're watching 3 at once. You start missing out on American media because you don't have time in your schedule. There's no time slots open. It's all anime focused. Then you're watching 8 animes at once. Then you're buying merch. Then you're getting a fucking body pillow at a convention. Then you're reading pirated mangas on the internet because you don't want—
And then you get into VTubers, and then it's all over.
Want to wait for the next episode to come out, so you just read the fucking book it's based off of. Then you're cosplaying. Then you're jerking off to some weird shit. Then you're isolating yourself from the conventional means of a civilized society, and you lose your way. I miss Connor so much. And he's gone in the throes of anime.
I feel like he made this video just to shit on his friend.
Addiction. I've lost one of my best friends. I'm gonna play the finals with him tonight probably, but it's not gonna be him. It's gonna be a shell of what anime has left for me. A fucking weeb.
Fucking weebs.
And for that reason, and all the other reasons I've given in this video, I'm out on anime. It's not worth it. Who knows? One day I might get over my childish fear of being bullied for enjoying an anime show. Maybe I'll sit down with a bucket of popcorn, turn on a slice of life anime like Shiko Noko 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 Kosh Ton Ton, and enjoy myself. That is until one of the Japanese anime schoolgirls walks in wearing a bikini, and then my mom walks in the room and it fucking ruins everything once again. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Why are you living with your mama?
5 new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. Hey, Attack on Titan people, thank you for stretching out that show for so long where I didn't give a fuck about the ending at that point. Fucking release everything. You ruined it. I didn't care anymore. I didn't care.
That sounds like a skill issue, motherfucker. No, that was a good video. Guys, you have to understand Big Tug rants about everything. It's kind of like a half-hearted joke. It's a half-hearted joke, chat. Surely, Copium. Big Tug doesn't hate anime, obviously. No, they made it right to go along. The AOT ending was mid. I think they could have dragged it out and made it worse, but you know. That was good. I like that. No shot, there's stupid people enough to take them seriously. Yes, I'm sorry, Chad, I hated to break it to you, but some people cannot detect sarcasm even when you speak it out loud, okay? I genuinely don't know what to say. I will be, like, you can hear my tone in my voice and they'll think I'm being serious, and I have to clarify out loud that I'm not being serious because they start crying. Unfortunate. And I am fucking cooked today. Chad, am I cooked? Are you cooked? I'm cooked. I am cooked. Oh, I know record. I need a sarcasm detection tutorial. Be with a woman for like 3 days and then you'll figure it out pretty fast. Okay, yeah, I know. We're gonna raid Grimmy. Because we had a Lena raid, and I know Lena viewers also like Grimmy too. Grimmy's very cute. Alright. Start the raid. Alright. Look. Alright, chat. I really appreciate you hanging out. I'm really sorry about being late and stuff. I'm fucked. I will see you tomorrow, okay? Promise I won't be late, surely, right? Okay, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the love. Thank you for cheering me up. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, okay? Lovers! Bye-bye!